fucking start the intro, man.
Yeah.
Likey.
Hello, everybody. We are starting Amaryllis' episode
Yes, we
in the
are.
Returner's Arc. And we'd like to give a good shout out to Dungeon Alchemist,
Yeah,
who
we're totally not having to redo this intro.
helps get all of our maps.
Hell yeah.
And they have lots of things to choose from, or you can make your own. And they are a very good price, so I would definitely check them out.
They're on Steam.
And
They're
no,
early
I'm not
access.
sponsored by them.
We wish we were, but they're on Steam. They're early access. They have a great community group. If you don't find a map that you or if you can't find a map that you're looking for,
You
you
can
can build your
make
own
it.
map, and you can put it out there for people who might be looking for a map
And-
similar to what you're looking for as well.
We'd also like to thank Aether Realm and Midnight Syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
We also like to thank all the people who make royalty-free music.
Thank you very much.
And
Thank you
so
for your
we will
service.
jump straight into
Let's jump
it.
straight in. I'm Greg, by the way. That's Suya, by the way. That's Mira, by the way. That's Chrissy, by the way.
If you don't fucking know who we are, why are you on this episode?
This might be somebody's second episode because you said the Returners is a perfect time to start if you haven't started watching. So
It's a
I think
perfect time to start, but we introduced ourselves last episode. Get your ass back there.
We're totally not doing
Get
this.
back to the beginning.
Go back to the beginning. Oh, by the way,
Episode 1, not the beginning of it.
before we get going, because this will also be before this happens. You can go if you're going to be at CreepyCon on January 31st through February 2nd. Mira and I will be there. This will be coming out, I think, the weekend before CreepyCon comes up. So we're very excited for that. So go say hi to us. Our Instagrams will be in the description, so we'll have like what we are subbed as and
Oh,
what
God.
we're going to be at, all that fun stuff. So thank you guys so much.
I have to put cosplays together. Oh,
Yeah, no, don't worry.
I
I'm
haven't
stressing
done
out
this
as
in
well.
years.
Same. It's been 5 years, but thank you so much. Please say hi to us if you run into us at CreepyCon. Also, we're on Spotify. You can go ahead and check out our. Yeah, you can. We're also on Spotify. We're starting to get a bunch of episodes up. We should be well into the weeds of getting these episodes up. I don't know where we're going to be at in 3 weeks' time, but we will definitely have a good chunk of episodes. They're being painstakingly remastered by Chrissy with unique artwork and all that stuff. I greatly appreciate you for heading that. So go check out the Spotify. That'll also be in the description down below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and recap what happened last time. It was just a bunch of Ren shit. We don't need to recap anything. No,
we recap everything.
We started our Returners arc focusing on the childhood and teen years of Ren and him and his mother as they.
But for that recap, we'll do that when we go to the episodes where we continue on for them.
Exactly.
Right now, it's the beginning for all 3 of our people.
Yes.
Last episode was Ren. This one is going to be Amaryllis.
Amaryllis.
And next one will be Suya. And then after all of those, we'll do a complete recap.
And then those episodes will be the episodes after Suya's, which will be next episode. After that, each episode will
Fight
be
me, I am afraid.
a lot more hitting different moments in the same episode between the 3 characters. So thank you very much for bearing with us as we go through some very long
And they're going to
backstory
wish
and
Brad
stuff
was
like
back
that.
because I'm going to put them through hell.
Well, you're doing Brad a favor. I think you're doing great.
You're doing us a favor, too.
Just wait till we get
So,
to the next part.
What you missed is it's Ren stuff. We'll do a
See
full
this
recap of that in a
already.
couple episodes. Yeah. But yeah. So last episode was Ren stuff. It was a lot
It's
of
Ren Fair?
it's Ren Fair. It was Ren's adolescence and teen years. It was
Ren
there
has
was
a
a lot of
whole fair for him?
yeah, absolutely.
So we are going to jump right into Amaryllis' stuff.
Amaryllis is a baby. She was born. I don't know
And
what
that's the
happens
end of
after
that story.
No, she was born into it by a crane.
By a crane.
By the stork.
No, I like the idea of a medieval crane.
In a
Like-
basket.
Oh yeah.
Down the river. When...
It's literally a police
It's the story of Moses, but it's just Amaryllis.
Oh, no.
They harvest. No.
No,
That sounds
no,
way
no.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Cut that out.
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon.
So,
Harvest Moon.
It's that Tales of the Shire game that's coming out. It's cozy as fuck.
I
holiday
want to play
vibes.
it. It looks so cute.
That's all this is gonna be for Amaryllis' backstory. It's just cozy vibes.
opening scene starts in the inn with the players contemplating why they're here and if they should continue on with the party. Are these people worth it? Is there a reason to continue? Amaryllis plops into the bed and completely covers herself in the blanket, feeling absolutely empty and frustrated, her mind turns to home. What would her mom and dad do? They trust her friends, but should she continue to? Why did she even follow these insane people?
A question I've been asking myself internally.
Since
This is your
2017.
internal.
No, me as a player.
Why
Yup.
does this all hurt so much? Is it worth it? Are they worth it? Will home be in danger if we don't get the book? Her mind races with a million thoughts, dread filling her. Then she hears her dad's voice. That thought of home, it takes over more and more, and it calms the voices. How did I even get here?
Tell us, Amaryllis, how did you even get here?
By walking.
That is true. There was, yeah, no, that's fair.
The memories come flooding back. And here we are in the Dales. Amaryllis, age 5.
Just picturing this music as we're like doing like really deep contemplative, like, oh man, pondering the existence of the
thoughts
party.
of
Should
home.
we even
Yeah,
continue?
they're thinking of home.
Is it worth it? Da, 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 da.
Is it worth it? I mean, it could be campy. You
Yeah.
could be looking at the positives.
She
I mean,
desperately
you're not
needs.
condemning
Let's
it
be real.
yet.
Amaryllis definitely needs the positives at this point after everything she's fucking been
That's
through.
why
as
I
of
got
late.
milk in my cup now.
Hell yeah. Milk time.
At the age of
Wait.
5, Amaryllis.
What did you just say?
I said milk time and I went, wait.
Milky milk.
I know you said what kind, and I'm like,
I
the
said-
kind you drink.
I said milk time and I went, wait.
Depends on the time of your mom.
I don't
It's
want to
milk
have
time.
this conversation
You can
anymore.
make strawberry milk. You
No,
can make chocolate
we're
milk.
not. This is supposed to be innocent.
It's from the chocolate cow.
That's from the chocolate cows. The strawberry milk is from the strawberry cows.
Yeah,
The
that's
regular milk is
that's
from
what
the
we're
regular.
saying. What are you saying?
I just know better.
Put you on the spot.
Age 5. Amaryllis is obsessed with books.
What?
Every
Shut up.
night, her mom and dad would take turns reading to her.
Oh.
She couldn't fall asleep without it. Every night, they read to her. She would memorize the words to the book and pretend she would read along. Her mother noticed this, so she started to point at each word as she read, so Amaryllis would learn to actually read along. She brought more books from her work that Amaryllis did not yet memorize. And Amaryllis at first was frustrated and whined that she wanted the old books, but soon became enthralled with the stories that her mother brought. Soon, Amaryllis asked her mother to teach her spells. Oh, no, teach her to spell. Sorry. Teach her to spell.
I mean,
Amaryllis.
yes.
Spelling is a spell. Let's be
Yeah,
real for a
Can't
moment.
spell
Yeah.
spells without spell.
Teach me how to dug.
Because she wanted to do it herself.
So that was Ren's story.
Now, halflings don't usually go to school until the middle of 6. Superstition, you see. But Shauna could hardly tell her no. As a teacher, there was no reason for her not to learn. So then they
This is
began
cozy.
lessons every day.
Better be, man.
I love it. It's fine.
Amaryllis struggled with numbers.
Oh man.
But the written
Is that
word,
Amaryllis or Mira?
The answer is yes.
But the written word, she became almost obsessed. Every day, she would write small letters to her mom and dad. It was not as legible as she might have thought, but for her age, it was incredible. Now tell me, what did those letters say?
That's what I said.
That's what they actually said. But what did you intend to write on your letter? Heck.
Bye? No.
No.
Letters? That one.
It just says that one.
I don't
Q is the letter of the day.
She wrote that one on a letter to her mom, and she turned it upside down, sideways, trying to figure out what exactly that was.
It's just something she heard and she wrote it down.
That one.
Oh.
Amaryllis. I can't
We're-
even say it.
Listen, man, I'm speedrunning.
We'll be here for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Her first book that she read aloud to her mom and dad in its entirety was The Duck Swan Moose. A story about 3 misfit animals going on an adventure and facing their problems together. Shauna and Corwin was so proud of their little sunflower.
Alright, who's the goose? Who's the
Duck.
Duck, swan, moose.
Duck, swan, moose. I'll
yeah,
be the
who's
moose.
the duck, who's the swan, who's the moose?
I'll be the swan. So use the moose. Handlers look good on him. Not that sounded
Whoa!
good. Hold on. I'd like to retcon that. Can I please retcon what I
No,
said?
no.
Is there now?
Remember, y'all.
Can
well,
I-
he. Did you make him believe y'all got married, or did he make you believe?
Hmm?
It was like the joke that y'all had.
No, I
Oh.
told him I would marry him.
That's
No, it
what
was something like we got married while you were asleep, or something like that. And it was just like, wait, what?
Oh, I feel like we fucked with Chrissy saying that we got married.
I don't remember. Someone
Chrissy
said
would have
it.
been happy for you guys.
Yes,
She's like, oh, finally, you got him off my back.
I thought it was one of you two saying it to the other.
I don't.
I don't remember.
It was me and Ren, I think, trying
Someone
to get
wanted
him
to
to
fuck
marry
up.
him.
Someone
Yeah.
wanted to fuck around with somebody.
Yeah.
So, duck, swan, moose.
Antlers look good on it.
I'm not titling the episode this. I'm not.
Amaryllis was such a quiet child, but she was very hyperactive when it came to reading. She could not sit still with a book in her hand.
Vibrates.
Basically.
Shout out to books.
When Amaryllis wasn't reading, she would help her dad on the farm.
Oh.
She would milk their millie cows, a breed that was smaller than normal. Her dad would sometimes play with her while they worked, and he'd often give you fresh milk. You didn't like it colder, but this was just too much fun to pass the time.
That's fair.
How exactly did your father give you the milk?
Was it fresh? Are we talking from the tap? Are we talking from the bucket?
Probably from bucket.
You got it from the bucket?
Definitely not the way you're thinking.
Not from the
I
tap?
mean, just like.
Yep. No.
No. You gotta respect those cows.
Respect the pouch.
Respect the pouch.
Respect the nip.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. That's correct. So you say from the
So-
bucket?
What else at 5 did you help your dad with on the farm?
But
I thought you were gonna say people do it Farmville. Come on, babe.
No.
You would know
Guys,
more than I
the
do.
Yeah.
fuck did I do when I was 5?
You guys had, obviously, that's where you get your last name from, is you guys harvest tea leaves.
Did I even carry at the age of 5?
Did you guys had cows, you harvest tea leaves? Did you maybe have a chicken or like three?
I probably was carrying a basket to gather, like, I guess the leaves for the tea.
Oh,
Like, here you go. You want to follow me around? I'll give you a basket, and we can just load them up.
I like the idea that like
Or like she was like pulling grass,
like
or,
I like the
pulling
idea
flowers
I like
or
the
something.
I like the
and
idea that she's like among tea leaves. There's like regular leaves and like
and those dandelions.
like dandelions. She'd blow them and then maybe
Make a wish.
Amaryllis grabs all this ordinary grass among the thing, and she holds it up to her dad triumphantly.
She can't tell the difference yet.
He looks down, and he sees all this stuff in there, but he musters a smile and pats your head. Good job, my little sunflower.
Oh, she's an idiot. Alright.
no, she's just 5. It's okay.
Well.
He gave you some seeds and some feed to go and spread it among the animals.
You said
No.
This is Amaryllis.
No, this is a 5-year-old halfling girl,
This
so
is not. Yeah, no.
Even as she got older, none of that shit.
Feed.
But your dad would never ever let you touch the tools. He
Oh.
was just too worried for you to handle such danger, as a father does.
None of them are bigger than her at this point.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt that. No.
Well, like a shovel, a hoe, they're all bigger than
I'm sorry.
shit.
What you call me?
Shut
And
up.
every time you worked hard on the
Insulted,
farm,
Stupid home.
every time you worked hard on the farm, he'd treat you to a hearty slice of melted cheese on toast with butter.
Ooh.
So crispy and melty that it both crunched and melted in your mouth at once.
That sounds tasty. Like, oh, that sounds so
You're just like,
tasty.
And a nice, big, cold glass of milk to wash it down.
It's nostalgic. It's whole.
amazing she's not lactose intolerant.
Right.
Europeans.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Ren's shitting his brains out.
Europeans.
Like,
Europeans chime in anytime now. Is this true?
It is true. Most Europeans are not lactose intolerant.
That might explain it.
what's my excuse?
I said most, but most ethnic people are lactose intolerant. So
I was like, there's all like Euro mud in my ancestry.
you're Italian. That's probably why.
Probably. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You get some fresh cheese.
Craig, you only look white.
Oh,
Oh.
no, trust me.
No, he acts white a little bit too.
No, I mean because he's Italian.
There are moments.
There are
bromance.
Romance.
There are bromance.
In this bromance.
Well, there are moments I am white, but then I remember at least I'm not red. So.
I was hoping you said at least I'm not brown.
Whoa. Oh, I ain't gonna insult you, man.
That's not an insult. I would agree with you.
You're like, no, yeah, fair.
Yeah,
It's hard knock life.
it's not. It's
Yeah.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
So at 5 years old, you ate cheese on toast.
God, what a mood.
Drank some milk.
What a mood.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's
You
the
ate
dream.
you ate some milk and drank some cheese on toast.
From birth, birthdays were a big deal.
Well,
But being the first, when she remembers, Amaryllis had a lot of fun.
It would sound like a nightmare IRL for me.
At 5 years old, just tons of food that you actually like.
Yeah, but all the attention on you, and you're just like, I just want to open my presents and play with my friends.
She honestly didn't realize at the time this was specifically for her birthday.
Oh.
She thought it was a big festival or a potluck.
oh, it's happening on my birthday every year.
She starts clapping, and they all start clapping.
Yeah.
The different food was her favorite part.
Hell yeah.
There were so many cheeses, and there was always chocolate. There was always chocolate. Something that was only a treat here and there. She once dropped her chocolate into her milk, and in a panic, trying to get it out, she smushed it. And more she tried, the more she smushed it. Unable to get it out and defeated, she decided not to waste her milk, even if she ruined it.
Oh, she discovered chocolate
But
milk.
She admitted this.
But to her surprise, it was so
That
yummy. She ran to her mom and dad so they could try it, and it was a hit. They were so
Patented.
proud of their little sunflower.
She should have patented it.
Yeah.
At 5.
Bro, she wouldn't be with these chuckle fucks.
Oh.
She'd be working hard to provide
She could-
chalky milk to
She
everybody,
could
dude.
buy her
Maybe
own
you would be
shit.
doing trade with me.
So Amaryllis invented chocolate milk.
I should have
Chocolate
fucking
milk.
In
patented
this
it.
region, yes. I'm sure somebody else has too, but this was a first for her and her halfling.
Oh,
village.
we're gonna have to duke it out later.
Oh no. have
I'm
to fight the person-
You forget
gonna be
in
her
different
life
regions,
goals.
different people do different things, and
She hasn't explored yet, to be
Yeah.
fair. She's only
many
5.
people in the halfling village have not ventured out.
Because they always stay in
Yeah.
the general area.
So
yeah.
they usually stay close to home.
we don't get to explore the outskirts.
I mean, the outskirts are all the dales. You have like 5 different cities that are huge major cities, but they're all the dales.
Who's Dale?
Like the hobbits who travel out of the Shire for trade and then they come back home.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't go too far.
They don't really see much outside of the outside world.
We're homebodies.
And at 6 years old, or at 6 now,
Wow.
Going way faster than Ren, I'll tell you that much.
She said I only had like 1 page.
well, you only did 1 page. I elongated it. But I'm
2
helping
pages?
I'm helping you a little bit because you're like, I don't want the attention, but I'm still pushing it on you a little bit, but I'm kind of
It's my
making
stage fright.
yours gets to be like a story.
A little storybook, and we're gonna interject and be
Yes.
like cheese wheel,
Pretty much.
Chocolate milk.
Chalky milk.
I'm trying to make things easier on here because I don't want. But when she wants to expand on it, she can anytime. Just jump in.
I can ask questions at any point in time during
Yes,
this storybook.
I would like you guys to.
Oh
No, but like as of right now, it's perfectly obvious what has happened. She
Yeah.
learned how to read. She's starting to read books, and she invented chocolate milk. Like that makes complete sense, right?
I mean, she's a little genius.
I
She
just
is.
put that on my resume.
Invented
Invented chocolate
chocolate
milk.
You
No,
know what? Put
no,
me
not
as a reference, and I will tell
Not
them yes.
chocolate milk, chalky milk.
Chocolate milk.
Invented chalky milk.
And there was
Oh,
delicious cake at
chalky.
the end of that. She ate it.
Oh,
Chalky trademark.
trademark milk. Yeah, exactly.
So at the age of 6,
Oh.
Amaryllis went to go help once again on the farm with her father. She was feeding the animals, spreading the little feed everywhere.
Throwing way too much.
Probably. Wasting.
She
some-
grabbed like a handful.
Yeah, probably.
She grabs a
Chris, like the-
handful and chucks it at an animal.
She's not even intending to do it maliciously. She
She's
just
trying,
thinks that's what you're
she's trying
supposed
to
to
throw
do.
it far so
Yeah.
more of the animals will get it, and it's just like boom.
Mm.
You hear it, and you hear a loud ping.
Bing,
Explode.
Do you look behind? So you look, and you see your father on the ground, sitting, and blood coming from his cheek. As you run over, you see the blood dripping down his cheek. And instantly you
what is
remember in a
cranberry
book
jam?
that you read that said to stay calm and cover the wound. Roll to stay calm.
Oh
Roll to
no.
stay calm. Oh no.
At 6-year-old, she read a book like that.
Yep.
She... Oh, that's it.
She's
Eight.
6.
I'm not that calm.
That was
Heck.
So she starts kind of hyperventilating a little bit. And her dad reaches over to her and goes, "It's okay, darling." It doesn't look
I
okay.
have plot armor.
Roll
It's
again
okay.
to see if I have plot armor.
It's okay.
I have plot.
That's
See if you can compose yourself.
12.
Okay.
Okay.
You compose yourself as well as a 6-year-old can, and you run into your house.
You just
And you grab bandages
That's
from
so
the house
adorable, I
and
love
an
it.
antiseptic. And you run back. You go past your mom.
Does she fall like and then get up and do that?
She grabbed the Clorox
You
bleach,
going-
but she
you
has
go
this-
past-
she's
your
holding the
mom.
things like close to her. And she's like,
Your mom questions what you're doing.
Dad bleeding.
That bleed.
And you just run out. Now roll to see if you fall.
Oh
no! Oh no!
Oh man.
Oh.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, she does.
That's a
Well,
3.
that one-
Unless we're
out.
counting it.
No. In the tray.
It's
Still
the
3.
same number.
That's a 3 again.
Wow.
Oh man.
So Amaryllis, running as fast as she can in a hurry, takes a tumble.
Do I hold on to everything?
Roll.
Oh man.
Dexterity.
They've been doing so good.
Oh.
9?
I would say you almost lose your grip. You kind of squeeze the antiseptic a little too hard and
Oh,
some
no.
spurts out, but that's about it. So
You
you
already
get
have a
up
dice
and you have a scraped knee now.
Oh no.
It's okay.
But you don't even notice it at this point, and you keep running to your dad. What happens when you get to your dad?
Plop. Plop everything down.
Well, this book you read, it tells you to bandage the wound.
Right, but I gotta set everything down so I can do that. I'm just gonna set everything down, grab bandages, start just kind of like trying to wrap his face a little bit.
Can you give me a roll?
Oh god.
Medicine check.
They've been doing so well.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
literally middle of the road.
You loaded
So
the dice jail up already.
Shut up.
dude.
So you do a good job, but there is a little bit more bandage on him than there should be. It looks a little like a mummy, but
mummy.
you've done a great job at patching it up.
She's
did
proud.
She stands proud like that.
I did it. A job well done.
I did it!
That's so good.
He tells you, "Ah, you're my little savior."
She didn't even use the
And a second.
she
She
just
just
put the
put the
bandage
bandage on.
Well, she knows bandages stop bleeding. She just doesn't understand the antiseptic
She
part
don't
right
understand.
now.
Yeah, no.
He gives a chuckle. And he picks you up. And he's praising you all the while carrying you back to the house.
You went into Boomhauer for a moment. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Went into what?
Boomhauer mode.
She like faded into Southern for a moment. I was like, "Ah, what's going on?"
Well,
Well.
As you walk into the house, Shauna scowls. Corin goes, "Uh-oh. What in the Dale's happened to you? You look like you came from a crypt." He answers, "Our girl here patched me up after our tool broke loose and nicked me. I told you to fashion a new one. It weren't broke, though." "Well, it is now." They both laugh. "Well, as long as you're okay. I suppose there's nothing to get too worked up over. Thank goodness."
Her knee is still scraped and bruised.
that's fine.
She didn't. Nobody noticed it.
She's very proud of herself.
I go, "Good job, Amaryllis. I'm so proud of you, my little sunflower child." Corin sets you at the table and puts down some of the chocolate milk that you so lovingly showed them before, and a slice of cheese.
Space.
And they sit happily with you as you eat it, your legs kind of swinging.
Much like real life.
Mary's been doing that the entire time.
How's that taste? Like heaven.
Better like food.
Like fruit. Shit.
Heck.
So watch your profanity.
In the fall, they hold the fall festival. That
At
marks
fall?
What?
Fuck you guys. In the fall, they hold the fall festival.
I thought they held the winter
And
festival.
she
right?
called it the fall festival. It's not my thing. So in the fall, they
Mary's
hold the
watching
fall
world burn
festival.
right now.
Yeah, I honestly
That
don't
marks
remember
the
that part.
start of the children going to school.
Hmm.
Amaryllis is excited to go. She's been ready and roaring and bugging to go.
I think only one of us, OC or like player character or IRL, that's ever been excited to go to school.
I'm excited for
I'll
nap
be
time.
I'll be honest. When I was a young kid, I was excited to go to school.
That's
When
fair.
I was excited for
And
kindergarten.
then when I went to school, I was like,
excited for anything.
Yeah,
I was
no.
excited for kindergarten, especially when I found out we got nap time.
Yeah.
"You had nap?" I didn't.
Yes.
Time.
I just left early. We
I'm about to say, yeah, I left early.
Preschool we left early. Kindergarten we had nap time.
I never went to preschool.
Well,
I
sucks to
apparently-
suck.
My mom
I
said
had to
I
stay
apparently.
home.
My mom said I
Damn.
apparently wanted to go to preschool. I don't know.
I had to go learn about Jesus, so of course
I
I
had to
went to
go
preschool.
learn about Jesus.
Yeah,
T for Jesus.
that was a time.
I was shaving my legs for
I was
Jesus.
ashamed of that. Nobody will understand that reference except for all of us at the table.
You can give them context if you want.
On a non-Homebrewers episode.
The
And now it's-
afterbrew, got it.
Yes. So, you're excited to go to school.
Because she imagines it's just full of books waiting to be read. God, was she wrong? What else would it be?
Numbers.
She enjoys the fall festival and likes all of the food except for the liver and blood sausages that they're serving.
Ugh.
She hated
Gross,
that
when
with
she
a
finds out.
passion.
It's Amaryllis when she finds out that there's numbers in school.
That's me when I found out.
Yeah.
Numbers? Who are you?
What are you?
Shauna tries to give you a bite of the liver. Come on, just have a bite. Don't you want a bit of the blood sausage?
Oh.
Ah, you are a picky girl. She just kind of spinks your butt a little bit and like so you can go and like pushes you forward.
Come on. Blood sauce.
Alright, fine, you don't want the sausage? Go to school.
Go to school.
Well, you're at the fall festival right now.
Get ready for school.
Get ready
So-
for.
Instead,
next battle.
you ended up taking food from the table, like all of the little pieces of food, and sticking it in your pocket.
Yeah, you do.
Storing up for the winter.
She's storing up for the winter festival.
And you go and find a little rabbit burrow
Oh.
with a book that you snuck out.
Oh,
Your mom and dad said no books at the party.
She can fit in there.
Yeah, she can. Your mom and dad said no books at the party. But the book's not at the party. She thought to herself,
Big brain.
she's so smart for that.
She's so smart. Big brain.
Big brain.
She's got a big brain. Big brain for a smart girl.
After a few hours of reading in the bunny burrow,
It's a big book for a 6-year-old.
She's
Her
reading
dad-
the same paragraph.
Yep.
She's reading the same book over and over again.
Yeah.
so a few hours later, her dad finds her in the bunny burrow.
See.
We were looking up and down for you. Didn't we say no books at the party?
but I'm not at the party.
Well,
Amaryllis
that's
sounds the same
true.
when she's 5, and she does the same when she's older too.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Don't tell your mom that, though.
But it's true, I'm not at the party.
Yeah, I told you that's true, but don't be telling your mom that.
This is just
She
Mir's lived
finds this.
experience.
She finds this out. She's gonna have both our hides tanned.
Tell you what.
I tell you what.
Well, they're Midwestern now.
Ooh.
So he carries you out of the hole, and he hides your book. So your mom doesn't see it.
What a the most distressing part of her childhood, hiding the book. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good.
But with an accent.
Yeah, Midwest accent.
Yamado.
Yamado.
Your mom says, "Where in the blazes was she?" And he goes, "Just exploring the bunny burrows. We got a heck of an explorer." She tells Amaryllis not to stray too far, or a fox might mistake you for a bunny. And I'll have to show him what's for. She laughs.
She's like confused.
Like, I don't look like a bunny.
Hold on.
You're as small as one. Yeah, exactly.
Looking around to see if she's got ears like that.
He grabs your hair up and he goes, like this.
That's funny. Shoot, that's funny. I don't care what you say.
Oh, shoot, that's funny.
Well, yeah.
So that night, after a long celebration
In a long book.
and a pretty long book, but
For
not yet
6-year-old.
finished. I mean, you like long books.
I actually like some long.
You go to bed. long bed. She goes to bed that night, and by the light of the moon, which turns to the sun,
I thought you were going to say turns to cheese. I don't know why.
it
The
turns.
moon
to...
is made of cheese. I don't know what your problem
I watched
is.
Wallace and Gromit. I know.
Now
Yeah.
the sun is cheese.
Whoa, it's melted cheese.
Hell
It's queso.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Moon is cheese, sun is queso. Got it.
See that goddamn sun up there? It looks like cheese. Melted queso.
This book
It
that
does
you
look like
just
sizzles.
finished reading is the book you got for your birthday, named A Hero's Quest.
That's a video game.
Is it?
It's not.
Dragon's
Okay.
Quest? Is that what
I
you're
would
thinking
believe
of?
it was.
No, I was just fucking around.
But you're thinking of like Dragon Quest.
No, I know
Like,
Dragon Quest exists. Heroes
I
Quest.
mean, the character's name is Hero, so like.
Hero.
You just needed to call it Adventure Quest and call it a day.
A hero's quest is an exciting tale about a hero that goes out and sees the
Quest.
world, all while stopping to help people in need along the way. The hero goes through many hardships, but in the end, they triumph. Seems a bit advanced for someone so young, but she hangs on every word. The question the book asks that stuck with her: what is courage? Is it strength? Is it the ability to fight for yourself and those around you? Or is it simply pushing further than you thought you could? Find out what it means to you in this epic tale.
Next time.
Next time.
In the next volume.
That's
She's
what
so excited on this book. Reading it, she did not sleep the entire night.
Ooh.
She
One
find-
level of exhaustion.
This is when she finds out that the book is part of a trilogy.
No, don't even joke about that. That's the worst.
I'm pulling from your own trauma. Like, what do you mean this book I thought was a single book is part of a trilogy?
I've started so many fucking series.
There's
Okay,
so
I
many.
have things to write now.
Not even realizing it was a part of a series. I'm just like, what do you mean there's another book?
We're gonna use this as trauma later on in your arc, Mira. I hope you know that now. It's gonna be a
Great.
trilogy now.
Oh
You're gonna be It's been that long and I haven't known.
Oh no.
Oh, you're gonna find the sequel at a library while we're in Thay. And you're gonna
Yeah.
be like,
I was gonna
"What are
say in
you
my
ta-
adult life.
What are
She's
you
gonna be like,
talking
Yeah.
about?"
Yep. And
You
it
find
was
it's like
out
a
that
series that-
whole time
It's
that
like
you were little.
it's like Hardy
Really,
Boys or
she's gonna
Nancy
buy them
Drew,
and
where
take
you
them
find out
home.
there's like it's like Hardy Boys or Nancy Drew, where you find out there's like 30 books.
They're
like, in the
actually
series.
really hard to find the copies, and the only one is at your local library that you can't take far away.
Yeah, they're out of print. Oh man, that'll be
Books
Trauma.
better.
books.
Good books.
Ha! What's
Funny,
with all
that's-
these
That's
books?
her trauma. Is books.
Books.
Okay.
I can read.
You stayed up all night. And
I
you're
can
just
read.
I said I
so
can't read.
tired, you start to fall asleep. And just then, your mom walks into your room and wakes you up. Time for your first day of school, my little sunflower.
Oh no!
Alarm bells.
It's time for school.
I'm just thinking of the fucking Iron Giant. Where
Oh.
he was out all night and he crawls
Yeah.
back in through the window and he's about to go to bed. Did you finish making your bed? Yeah, Mom. He just pulls the cover back up.
This is Amaryllis at that moment.
Yeah, very, very much so.
She looks very blankly at her mom, and her mom goes, "Did you forget, honey? Oh, you look awful. Are you with a bug?"
No, even worse, a book.
Immediately, you take this the wrong way, and you think she's talking about a spider.
No, I'm not. You're scary.
Roll, roll dice.
What?
Roll.
Roll for bugs.
Why?
Roll for bugs.
No. I don't wanna.
2 bugs.
You do not keep your composure, and you think that there is a spider on you, and you start freaking out, and you fall off the bed.
Gee, just like real life. This would be
The
me.
true trauma started. with bugs.
Trauma center.
Damn.
Your mom picks you up and goes, "Oh, so you're ready now?" And she laughs.
Is it gone?
She scoops you up and she helps you get ready for school. Are you okay?
I just dropped my pencil.
Okay, but is it gone?
Honey, there was no bug. I asked if you had a bug. Like you sick. Silly
Ah.
girl.
Oh.
You ready for your first day?
Anime sweat drop.
Anime sweat drop. That's really good.
You ready to go read some more?
A bug from bed.
Your excitement to read books is all that is keeping you going right now. And when you get to school, you realize it's nothing like you imagined. So somehow she thought it would be full of books, and people as excited to read as she was. Though there were books, it was so small a selection, and the classes had more
Math
than
textbooks.
reading. She fell asleep in her first math class,
Oops.
and her mom got called over.
Oh no.
She is a teacher.
I know. God, what a real life thing though. I'm falling asleep in math class.
Oh.
So the teacher calls your mom over.
Oh no.
Amaryllis don't seem to be paying attention. She fell asleep in her first class. Are you not letting this girl get sleep at home? Of course I am. I don't know what's into her lately. You know, just a girl and girl, I guess. Well, I have a talking to with her.
Oh no.
So your mom pulls you aside.
Cries under my milk.
The first boss battle. Mom talking to you after school.
It's during school. She's a teacher.
Oh yeah, during school. Even worse.
I was taking a drink.
Roll initiative.
Boss.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Get ready for the next battle.
She looks at you. Honey, why aren't you paying attention? You're so energetic at home to read the books. This is a book too.
It's a number. I don't like it.
All books got numbers. What do you think the pages are marked with?
I don't like that.
1 plus 1.
Well, you need to learn it. And if you can't learn it and you get bad grades, I'm going to have to pull those books from you.
Oh no.
And it's no joke, your father ain't going to help you from this either. I know he been keeping secrets from me.
For me.
He covers for you, but believe you me, I find out everything.
No magic.
Yeah, I got that mom magic.
Ah.
Oh.
You'll
Oh.
find out about that later. She pinches your cheek.
She
To
learns
this day,
about
and
it.
to this day, she still has not learned about home.
How the heck?
It's like when your mom looks into because you can't find it, and she's like,
If I look
I
there and I
feel like-
find it.
I feel like moms take stuff and then they put it in front of them and be
Bro,
like,
no,
I found
I've
it.
watched my mom not doing that.
dude, I've done that mom magic. I have these idiots when Brad was here
Oh.
looking for shit, and I'm like, it's right here in front of your face. What the fuck are you talking
I've had that
about?
happen with you and Kit.
Yeah, 2 idiot boys. What are you talking about, dude?
You'll be like, where's
What
my
are you
phone?
on
And
about?
I'm like, did you check the couch? And you're like, I thought I did. And I go to look and I'm like, it's in the fucking cushions. Here you
was there when I
go.
looked?
It was, you just didn't look well.
But no, I've
tell
seen
you
I've
what.
watched my mom like go over to a spot that I just looked at. And she finds it. And I'm like, I literally was just there.
Mom magic.
Moms
It's
are
mom
witches, I'm
magic.
convinced.
Yeah, it's mom magic. So from then on, Amaryllis did strive her very best,
Grudgingly.
begrudgingly, to be good at numbers because she did not want her books taken away.
Not the
Or her father to get reprimanded by her mom. On breaks,
Depressed
though,
that.
but in minor key.
on breaks, even if it was raining, you'd find a good spot to read in a tree. You didn't care about getting muddy. But as long as the book was safe.
I was gonna say, I just put like a hood or something over it. And
Like
just,
she protects the book, but she doesn't care if she's all full of it.
She's all muddied, but the book is.
I'll literally be that person that just like puts the hood on and then just brings my head under the like cloak and just reads. The book is safe and my face is not getting wet. It's fine.
How does that work? Oh,
Because
that's
you put the hood on and then you just kind of pull your head
okay.
in
And
under.
then you.
This is why I don't read.
This is why I don't read.
You have the book already tucked under the cloak. The hood on and then just pull it up a little so your head goes out of the hole. And just have it over you in the book. It's basically like putting on a jacket over you. Except it's a cloak.
Man. Books. What's
This
with
is
all
shit I would probably pull, actually.
What's with all these books?
Pretty
For
soon, your
nerds.
teachers took notice that you would spend your time reading in a tree alone, and so your parents and your teachers would try and get you to be more social. And though begrudgingly, occasionally you would, you'd rather read a book. Amaryllis was an especially kind child, though. When classmates would get hurt, she would often be the one to help patch them up. Much like the hero she read about, she decided there and then that she would own a great bookstore with tomes far and wide there to read. She would obtain these books on adventures she went on, and would meet other heroes that would help her while she too helped them.
Her
And they would
scrambling out
all
of a tree.
and they would all read the rare books together.
Cue her like seeing someone get hurt, scramble out of a tree, and fucking fall and eat shit.
You know what? Your classmate just got hurt. Roll.
Oh no!
Roll for magic.
Come on,
I mean medicine.
magic.
Oh.
No, she's still a little kid. 9.
So
Same
kinda
as her
slip-
dad, kind of bandage.
You kind of slip from the tree a little bit, but you do catch yourself, and you go and you bandage them up with a little bag you carry around now. But you do it very poorly. But they calm down because just do not know what you're doing. But they're just kind of
Oh
looking
great, I'm that
dumbfounded.
kid.
She's confused, but she's got the spirit.
Yeah.
I'm that kid.
Yeah.
They're grateful. They just do not know what you're doing, and it kind of just confuses them enough to calm them down. So it worked.
You're coming out of the nurse's office. I thought I did a good job.
I mean, they praised you. You definitely have a unique style of caring for people. Is exactly what this school nurse said.
This is definitely a healing tactic of all time.
You never want to hear the nurse calling it a unique approach.
No. Anytime a nurse, a teacher, anyone says, "Well, that's a unique way to do that," you know you're
Derogatory.
Unique and special way to do it.
Thanks.
Unique, derogatory.
Toronto, yeah.
Unique,
The
weird.
anime era.
Unique, weird.
After getting these grand ideas, reading a hero's quest of owning a big bookstore and going on little quests with people to get rare books and help people, she writes her own small book with poorly drawn inserts.
Yay. Bugs.
It
What's the
was
book-
your crowning achievement.
What's the book called?
I don't know.
Tell me what the book is called.
I don't.
What do you name your book?
That book.
I'm not good at this.
I came up with the name Black Like Ink for my shitty 13-year-old like
Band.
mathcore screamo band. Like,
I don't know.
Tell me, child, what is your book that you did poorly drawn inserts for?
What if it didn't have a title?
a grand adventure.
It's just untitled.
Untitled adventure.
She's thinking. It doesn't. She doesn't know what to call it yet.
It just says book.
Book.
Oh my god!
It just
Book
has
one.
it just
Book
has a
one.
line that says book.
Book 1. It's like when you save a new document in
No,
Word.
it's like when your sim is writing a book in the game. They have the pre-generated like title, but you can like delete it and fill it in later. She forgot to delete it.
It just says book.
It just says book.
Okay, so her crowning
She's supposed to
achievement.
write over it, but she forgot.
Her crowning achievement is book. The book.
Book the book.
She couldn't decide on a title, so she's like, "I'll do that later," and then forgot to do that.
And when she goes in her little triumphant pose on this book, she goes, "One day, surely, this will be the life I lead." Little did she know that book would spiral her into the path she walks now.
Oh,
Path of
honey.
Well, if only
Past
she
her
knew.
little head.
If only she knew the trauma that would befell her with books.
A book caused your strife to begin with.
Yeah.
The Book of Chaos. That's the title.
Oops.
The book her master ran into and started obsessing over.
We should call
The
it
one that's
Pandora's book.
possessed a few of us.
Pandora's
Yeah.
book.
Possessed
No, Pandora's were the blue people.
Possessed me twice.
me at least once.
Airbenders?
Yeah. There's no other
Hooray.
avatar that exists.
Blue people? What?
The blue people?
He
Oh,
said
you guys-
Pandora. He said Pandora's book. I'm like, that's the blue people.
Oh. Fucking Avatar.
Yeah, the last Airbender.
Dear-
That's
No.
waterbender. They're blue.
That's fair.
Skybender.
So now we jump to Amaryllis at age 12.
That nerd.
Wow. Heckin' rude.
Heckin' rude. Yeah, this is exactly what she says. So age 12 is a big time in a girl's life.
Girl special day.
Midnight
But
book
little did
release.
she know that
Midnight
this
book
age
release.
just spiral into a living hell for her.
Spiral into madness.
Excuse me, Chrissy. A living heck.
Yeah, living heck.
Everyone else can say hell.
It would be a
She
living HE double hockey sticks.
Oh, that's the most white person way to say it.
Oh, I have to show them the video of Alejandra.
That's such a funny video. Yeah.
At age 12 is when Amaryllis met Andre.
Oh.
The girls whose group would make her life a living hell.
I like this one.
Andre would at first notice you just doing good things, and it just rubbed her the wrong way. Seeing you as a goody two shoes. But she had never really talked to you, even though she didn't care for you doing these goody two shoes things. She just would make fun of you behind your back.
She'd tell people you got sand in the potato salad.
What?
A sand in the potato salad.
Huh?
I'm missing a joke here.
I am too, I
That is
think.
a fucking rocket power reference.
You know how long it's been since I've watched
Got
that?
sand in
And
the
I only
potato
remember
salad.
like a tiny bit of that
Fucking
show.
lame-o ass squid over here getting sand in the potato salad.
Sure. Sure. I only remember that they skated around on skateboards.
What else are they gonna skate on? Fucking pool decks?
Maybe.
I literally only
Honestly, that'd
remember...
be kind of rad.
I watched Recess. I only vividly remember like maybe 2 or 3 episodes. I know I've watched it.
It all took place during lunchtime.
Well.
So, this is the bitch that makes your life a living hell.
Yeah. They had seen each other in passing before, but nary spoken a word.
Nerd.
But on one particular day, Andre was in a foul mood. And Amaryllis, you just so happened to be in the library reading.
Already worried.
You hear Andre complaining loudly. I can't speak right now. You hear Andre complaining loudly to her group.
Bro,
In
it's
the
past
library.
midnight. I'm surprised any of us can speak normally.
And she starts pulling books out and dropping them on the floor. Do you do anything?
Yeah, I'm bookmarking.
She's bookmarking the book that she's reading.
Making sure like Andrew walks away, and then as she's walking away, I just go over and start picking up the ones that it's.
Andrew's still throwing books down.
Well, she's moving along doing it, right? So as she's going forward, I'm going behind her and picking up the ones she dropped.
She turns around.
Oh,
And what the hell do you think you're doing?
Picking up the books you dropped.
I didn't drop them, you idiot. I threw them.
She threw them.
Can you throw the pink books too? I don't like those.
She throws the pink books. She grabs the pink book, she throws it on the ground, and she stomps on it
Yeah.
and mashes her foot into
You
it.
show that book who's boss.
Yeah.
This is literally the one time I think Amaryllis would at least try to push.
Ooh,
Be like, get away from
Oh.
it.
nice.
Roll.
Roll for violence.
Push. Roll for violence.
Violence.
She's not meaning to like
Roll
push
with
her down.
advantage
Just
because
get
you're.
her off.
Roll with advantage because you're mad with the.
You're
books.
motivated.
Motivation.
This can only go so well.
Natural
Natural
20!
20.
Wow.
There's a 13 and a 20.
She got killed.
Oh.
So as you see this girl just stomping and ripping into the page with her heel, the heel of her shoe, you just become overcome with emotion.
I'm not. She's an innocent child.
And
She transforms to an elemental. Oh.
I'm literally just trying to get her off the book. I'm not trying to like
you
A fire
Put her-
elemental
push her
that
down.
sets the library
God.
on fire.
a gust of wind.
oh, she did that.
Her neck snaps.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
She fell on her heel.
Yeah.
So you just go to just
We run
Get
into
her
her
away
later, so
from
she's
the
clearly
book.
not dead.
Clap if you think she should suffer.
It was
you
a
just
coma.
go to get her away from the book, but when you push, the book kind of slips out from under her a little bit, and she falls right on her ass.
She-
Kind of deserved it. I ain't gonna lie, man.
The other people in her group are like
What
trying
did
to
you
stifle their laughter.
I was gonna say, is
But,
anybody
like,
laughing at
They're
her?
trying not to because they know what's gonna come if they do.
Oh no.
And her brother Eric is there too. And
Fun time.
he's also trying to stifle his laughter, but he turns away real quick because he doesn't want to catch her ire.
Yeah, that's right. They have to go home together.
And she turns to him, she's, "Help me up now!" And so Eric scrambles and he gets her up. And she goes, "How dare you? Who the hell do you think you are?"
But I'm gonna treat these a lot better than you do.
Who the fuck cares about these books?
I do.
And who are you?
Wait, did they curse in this visage?
She does. She's a really bad
She-
kid.
She's a bully.
She's a bully.
I thought they all
Bullies
say
curse.
heck.
No.
Oh,
Bullies
okay.
curse.
A lot of them don't curse, but she's like really, really like bad.
She's the bad one because she said the fuck word once.
And Eric
Once?
even called her a bitch, which that's his sister. So
She's-
they do curse.
She hangs out with the fuck you guy?
The fuck you doing?
Bro, they smoke so much weed in that village. Like,
Oh yeah, you're right.
eh.
They do.
Well, here's the thing. That's why they don't fucking normally fucking curse. They're just like, they're too chill.
And-
Uh,
So almost as if on cue,
What happened?
a
Andrew-
dragon shows
The dragon.
Son of a bitch!
Andrew
Alter
hears
dimension dragon.
footsteps, and she starts crying, wailing.
I
A teacher walks
know where this
in,
is going. We've all been here.
Yeah.
and she goes, "Amaryllis pushed me on the ground. She was throwing books around, and she pushed me when I tried to stop her."
Literally holding the book she damaged with her shoe.
Well, you're holding the damaged book.
You are
Yeah.
holding the
I'm
damage.
not wearing heels though.
The heel of her shoe, so it's just the
Mm.
shoe. You're all like in middle school, so none of you are wearing heels.
Yeah.
No,
Depending.
I don't know what's
You can't get work done in heels.
There were some girls that were trying to mature way too fast.
Fair.
That's
But
where I was.
she was wearing regular shoes. I assume halfling schools would have like a uniform type thing, like most
maybe.
things in Ireland and stuff. So,
Except Midway.
well,
Praise.
occasionally.
Praise Jesus.
I mean, there were private schools out in the Midwest.
Yeah,
Just
that's,
nothing
I already
near me.
said praise Jesus. We got to salute to the Christian flag.
Praise Jesus.
Sorry, that's my religious trauma.
Yeah, we saw
Too
her
loud, too loud.
we saw Amaryllis push her.
Yeah.
Eric pipes up. Yeah, what Andrew said, and he kind of looks away again. The teacher is looking at this thing, and she's. Oh, let me see what she cannot perceive shit. She believes them.
Oh no.
So she grabs you by your ear
Ow.
and she takes you to the principal's office.
Oof.
This is gonna be real funny when mom shows up.
It's gonna be a hoot and a holler.
Hootin'
So
and
your
holler.
mom does come over.
She's just next door.
She's on her lunch.
Yeah, she's on her lunch.
Listen, I'm not expecting a Karen, but like, damn.
Amaryllis is angry right now. She's thinks that it's so unfair that no one believes her.
I brought the book with me, by the way.
Her mom walks in and they want to suspend you. So she goes, "What in the world happened? Are you causing trouble?"
Little Miss Sunshine.
Amaryllis, Tea Leaf, you answer me. What happened? And believe me, I can tell if you're lying.
So she just basically was like, there's a girl throwing books on the floor. She started hurting one of them. I pushed her off. And she just happened to fall. And the teacher came by and she started crying. And she said that I hurt her.
Amaryllis, Tea Leaf, did you really push a girl?
I just wanted to get her off the book.
What am I gonna do with you, girl? You know they want to suspend you for a whole week.
You're like, a week of reading books?
It would not be that simple.
We will not.
Let me see the book. So she grabs the book and she goes outside. You kind of hear a bit of yelling.
Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, roll to see if you could hear any of the conversation.
Oh man, these are going so well.
What did you do to your dice jail?
What is this? What the fuck?
She just broke every
Overcapacity.
dice. She put the dice. She got a
Natural 20.
I swear to God, if you put that in the dice
I'm going
jail,
to.
She's going to.
So you hear everything. You kind of press your ear to the wall because you like want to know what your mom's saying. And Shauna just goes, "If you knew my daughter, you knew that she's not lying. Have you ever seen her mistreat a book? Have you ever seen this girl even harm one page on a book? If you suspend her, you will deal with me. I will take this out to the school district and I will get you all fired." You know that girl being causing trouble. She over there with
Got a little speech hands too.
the carrot twins who steal the pies, and you really gonna believe her?
Pie snatcher.
Literally.
The carrot twins do. That's what steals.
Literally.
How many times those boys steal your pies?
One too many.
That's like a national crime.
And they hanging out with that girl. What her name? Andrew?
Andrew or whatever.
Andrew, what's her name? Andrew or some shit? I don't know.
Now I don't have proof, but you know Amaryllis would not do this to a book. So either punish both of them or none of them.
I knew the book would save me.
Thanks.
Only because of your mom. Nobody else believed you.
But still.
Your mom
Has
knows
any
when
of
you're
them
lying, and you
Has
definitely
any
ain't
of them
lying.
seen me mistreat a book?
Oh my-
God, no. I would rather fall out of a tree and take the hit than have
Which
a
you've
book
done
hit.
plenty of times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Foreshadow.
I'm falling down that tree and holding that book close.
So
I'm protecting it.
the principal comes in and says, "Alright, well, we're gonna lift the suspension. But I don't want you having any more trouble with Andrew. Stay away from each other. Both of you."
Happy and lighthearted.
I know, right? This is just everyday.
These are little shenanigans. It's not even trouble.
Exactly. It's like
A
it's
little bit of tomfoolery.
This is the
Tomfoolery.
lighthearted shit before it gets real bad.
Yeah, it's a lighthearted stuff.
Before all the murder.
So after this, anytime Andrew got the chance, she would try and get Amaryllis alone. And she would always do devious things.
She's serious.
One day,
Like throw cheese wheel.
she
in
wrote
the
a book
trash.
with bad things about lots of people in the book, even
Oh,
her.
no.
And she passed it around with a rumor that Amaryllis wrote it.
What was the book called?
Bitch.
Book number 2.
Book 2.
Book 2
Electric
by
Boogaloo.
Blur.
The bookening.
The book it is.
The book girl.
The
cometh.
Heckening.
The Heckening. Book
Okay.
2, the Heckening.
It's called The Heckening.
The Heckening. Oh, man.
Oh man, that's the giveaway, isn't
She
it?
framed Amaryllis to write it, so yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So,
Saying that I wrote it.
yep.
The Heckening.
Great.
Because Andrew wouldn't be caught dead saying
Wouldn't
something
be
like
dead.
That. She wouldn't be dead. She would
Yeah,
be caught
she's-
dead saying something like that.
Is Andrea, is she the lich? Is
No,
she
she's the warlock girl.
She's the Vivitch.
The
Vivitch.
Okay.
She's the warlock that we saw in the
I
in that
knew
library.
I hated her. Damn. I'm invested.
She's like the character from The Help that like has the scene about the fucking shit pie.
Right.
She started crying about the book and was trying to get Amaryllis in trouble. They kept talking to both of you.
The
and
writing
trying to
style
get
doesn't
back-
even match.
Amaryllis
But
rats.
they never really punished either one of you because they were just too afraid to get either one of your moms involved. And they'd often
The
isolate
handwriting
you
doesn't match.
just because it was easier. So on breaks in class, they would sort everything out and they would have you in the class by yourself. So that way there wouldn't be any trouble.
Fine, I can just read it.
See, halflings don't like the complications of drama, but at the same time, they cannot stay away from juicy gossip. Much of the town would gossip about Amaryllis being the odd one out. She, of course, was,
Yeah,
It's not one out.
It's real.
Let's
But-
be honest.
but she was also very loved by the village. So she was more
Take
of
that,
a,
Andrew.
but she was
Get
very
wrecked.
gray sheep. Not quite black sheep, but she was a gray sheep among the villagers. One day, Amaryllis was reading in the library, and Andrew comes in and grabs her by the hair.
Oh, by the hair, we've
Yeah.
upgraded.
Chin.
She goes,
Damn it!
Damn. Book reference.
"You think you're so good. The villagers hate you, you know." And the group says, "Right?"
Right.
Right?
Eric looks at Amaryllis and then looks away and agrees.
Yeah.
He looks guilty, but he doesn't want to be his sister's next target.
Yeah.
Look how messy her hair is. A wavy mess. A rat's nest. Bet spiders run around in there. Everybody laughs.
Spiders and eggs.
Why do you care so much?
Because you're fun to pick on. You're a good punching bag.
Fun.
I want to
Punching
remind you that to
Fun
keep
bag.
yourself calm, you usually recite trivia to yourself. I want to
Trivia
I want you
check,
to
trivia
roll-
Oh
want
man,
you
can
to-
I look up trivia?
I want you to roll to see if you are keeping calm.
Oh my god.
You rolled natural 20s, babe. Why'd
I
you
know,
throw those
there
in
are
the
two
dice
of them.
tray? Two of them.
2 of them.
Natural 20!
Oh
Oh my god!
Three in a row!
Yo!
So you
They're
just
all going
hear
in jail.
Amaryllis under her breath reciting trivia to herself to keep herself calm because she doesn't want to push Andrea again.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse.
I was gonna Google like fucking trivia.
What would be your favorite trivia to recite to yourself?
What's actual like fantasy trivia that is D&D related?
Albert trivia.
Look, she would know. I don't know.
Albert trivia.
Okay.
Like what though?
So she starts.
All I know
spitting
is
out
owlbears
owlbear
are cute.
facts.
Yes, yeah.
Just Albert.
The only fact, owlbears are cute. Google fucking owlbears. I don't
The first
know
domesticated
fantasy
owlbear
trivia.
found up here was found up on this continent.
was before the.
I don't know fantasy trivia.
We'll just say it was about
Before the
owlbears.
fallen gods. The Magi.
So she pulls
During
you
the mage
closer and
years.
she goes, "What
What
was
if
that?"
What if she starts reciting
Before
medical
nine-
trivia?
Ninth
You
level
could.
spells were bad.
Whatever you pick.
10th level.
Body. A lot of things.
We're not supposed to use 10th level
Andrew
spells.
pulls you closer by your
32
hair.
of
What
them are
was
in
that?
each.
I
We
said
can't use 10th level
there
spells.
are 206 bones in the human body.
That sounds
30
like
of them
a
are
threat.
in your mouth.
She's got a bone to pick with you, it sounds like.
Some of the
Yeah.
tiny bones are in your ears.
She's
She
talking
just
about
lets go of your
bones.
hair. Whatever, you little freak.
Freak.
Andrew
Bone
lets
lady.
go and she pushes you down.
But I don't eat ass.
Steps on the book that you were reading.
Oh.
Whoops. Looks like you can't read it now. The pages are all mucked up with mud because of the mud from her boots on this rainy day. Everybody laughs.
A nerd.
Books are for nerds. Books are for nerds.
Son of a bitch! I actually spat up milk a little bit.
Oh no. I just called you a nerd.
I know that made it happen. Apparently.
She just snaps and goes, "Let's go."
Alright, girls.
You're supposed to be part of the group.
No, that's just Greg. That wasn't.
Eric stays for just a moment and he drops a handkerchief on the book. He looks down and he says that if you would just follow Andrea, this wouldn't have happened.
Why would I want to?
Because she's just gonna keep bullying you like this.
Why would I want to be around that?
It's just so she stops.
She would still do it. She would just find somebody else to do it too.
Yeah, she would, but it wouldn't be you.
How is that better?
Andrew calls angrily. Eric just kind of goes off.
I'm gonna try to wipe it off a little bit.
Eric is
I don't know mending.
bitch.
Well, remember, he lives with this girl.
That's his sister.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch by association.
Imagine you have to sleep in the same house as a psychopath that could probably suffocate you in your sleep.
Well, I mean, if you do it first, problem solved.
I'm pretty sure if he's too timid to talk back to her, he's too timid to kill her.
There's no backbone there.
And her mom probably goes on her side, so he's probably just...
God,
Really, his whole thing is that he does whatever Andrew says so he cannot
No, I know.
get her.
No,
out.
yeah.
Making his own life easier.
Yeah.
Better you than me.
Yeah, basically.
He kind of likes Amaryllis though, so that's why he put the handkerchief down so that helped clean the book. But he didn't want to do something directly because then
She had to
Andrew
keep
would-
it discreet, basically.
And she's literally just like, why? That's dumb.
I live with her, man.
I don't want to kill
So-
myself. No.
So you start cleaning.
Look,
the
I'm a
book.
coward, but I'm not suicidal.
What am I, some prick in the south of the Memphis Tally? God.
Ren just sneezes.
Popped a rib out of place by sneezing.
So you
No,
start.
Ren, not Greg.
Oh.
So you start cleaning the book, right?
Try to.
The page. Can you give me a roll? Running out of d20s
sure
there.
Sure, we
She's
got
running
It's
out of
fine, I got
D20.
more.
Oh.
Ten. Half a 20.
So some of the pages are really wet and they start kind of ripping a little bit due to the mud, but you manage to keep most of the book intact. So you go home walking slowly in the rain. What are your thoughts about what's happened?
Have you ever seen the rain?
You'll learn how to fix books. That's your only thought about
I
it.
need to learn how to.
I really feel like Amaryllis' whole thing is just like, at least she's doing it to me and not somebody else.
That's why she's all like, she would just do it to somebody else
Yeah.
if I stuck around with her. That's not any better.
And I have to pretend to be friends with her.
Listen, I suck at lying.
So you go home,
It's true. Her deception is just a +2.
and your dad is there, but he kind of sees that you look down in the dumps. What's wrong, honey? That little girl messing with you again? Why don't you just punch her square in the face?
Hmm.
You know what? Don't tell your mama said that.
Don't tell Mama I said that. No. You're being the better person. I understand that.
But sometimes I just want you to not do that.
Sometimes I think you need to understand.
Sometimes the bitch just needs a knuckle sandwich.
You know
And that's all right.
Sometimes
And it's okay.
Sometimes you need
Sometimes we need to punch Nazis, and that's okay.
Sometimes, Liz, here's what he's like. Sometimes, listen, you gotta be the bigger, better person. Someone, like her gives you the finger, you don't give her the finger. Give her all the fingers. Right across the face.
I love that meme so much.
You give them all the finger. No,
We
I don't
give
like.
people the middle finger. We give them everything.
I don't like where this is
Right
going.
across the face.
I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going is Ren knowing that she's about to pop off.
Is
I
this
don't-
violence?
Is this violence? No.
It's retribution.
I'll have to find that video.
So trying to comfort you, your dad sits you on his lap and he tells you a little tale of his own when he was a boy.
Oh.
And how your mother saved the day when we were kids. Yep.
This
You
was
see-
12 seasons.
You see, I've gotten,
He nipped 12 seasons in the bud in one sword.
much like you, I've gotten picked on a lot. A lot of the folk did not like me. I was always doing my own thing, you know. Much kind of like how you are, but you know, mine were a bit more normal.
That boy ain't right.
Damn. She is unique.
Derogatory.
But thanks to your mother's
Question?
bravery, she beat the heck out of the other kid. And then I befriended her.
Oh, and then he.
And then he put a ring on that.
After a long time, your mom and I dated, and we ended up just falling in love. But it was because she punched that kid square in the face that I fell in love with her so hard.
Violence is the way to.
Your mom would not appreciate me telling you that. But
Don't tell Mama I told you that.
Mama,
but
there is
she
no.
was tough.
Mama
Tough
did.
as
Just
nails.
punch the
Mama said
bitch.
knock you out.
Mama said knock you out.
No, it's like, Mama, just punched a bitch.
Yup. Correct.
And let me tell you, this weren't no girl that she punched. She straight up punched a boy. And she knocked him down.
Damn.
Your mom
Sucks to
is
suck.
scarier than I am. If you look at me, you think I would be the one that's scarier, but she by far is the scariest.
You're not scared of it.
Not to you, because I'm so nice to you.
But if I weren't.
But if I weren't, you'd be shaking in your little boots right now.
He's not scary.
With you tracking mud into the house.
He's not scary. He's just autistic.
Oh no.
It's okay.
It's
We'll clean
hereditary.
it up
It's
before-
hereditary.
It is.
It is actually.
Correct. Next question.
We'll clean it up before your mom gets home.
Listen, I analyzed Amaryllis after a while, and I was like, I didn't plan on writing an autistic character, but apparently I did. This might be a little telling.
Real life leaks into it.
Oh no.
Possibly.
Oh no.
I haven't been tested so far.
Slightly
Test
artistic.
need not required.
Yeah.
Tested. The secret third option, peer reviewed.
Oh
He says,
man.
don't let what happens to you become you. Out of all of us, you're the smartest, and I know you're stronger than you think. You'll help lots of people. You already helped your mom and me so much. And this resonates with Amaryllis. What do you think? You just go, heh. Okay, Amaryllis just cannonly goes, heh. So he brings a nice plate of warm cheeses and cocoa with poorly cut marshmallows he tried to make into
Warm.
little shapes for her.
Warm. Not warm.
He's not good at this. This is usually what her mom does.
Yeah, he did the best. He did his best. Just
He
trying.
gives her a nice kiss on the head. Keep warm in your burrow, my little bunny. He laughs.
Oh
She has a good
Heck.
child. Maybe bullies, I mean, but she has a good child. She has a good
She has
home.
a great family.
Great family, dude.
Bro, that's what I'm
We
saying.
were
She
all
was the most normal one
we
out of
were
this group.
all so like, well, we
Flabbergasted.
were probably jealous.
She's just like, so how's your family? I'm like, oh.
Oh, we don't. Yeah.
She goes to each one of you. So how's your family? Oh.
Well,
How's your family? Oh.
my mother's
How's your?
dead. I could see it on that boy's face. He definitely ain't right. He carries a loot on
She
his
read
back. I
the
know he
rest.
ain't right.
Amaryllis reads the rest of the night with her little hot cocoa and her little cheeses that her dad
Oh.
gave her. And she
She's-
falls asleep like a baby with her book.
Like
warm in
a
her blanket.
baby.
Like me. She's stimming the whole time until she falls asleep.
Hell, dude.
She
Yeah.
awoke with a renewed sense of purpose and determination inspired by her dad.
I'm gonna punch that bitch in the face.
I'm gonna punch you today.
She's gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Amaryllis went to
She's
school.
gonna pick up Eric
That's-
and just swing.
Get a
She
chair.
reinforces her.
That's,
She's like, you
she
see
asserts
sparks
her-
in you see sparks in the shed, and it's just reinforced book. She's gonna use as a weapon.
I would never.
reinforced
I
book
would
cover
never.
and she just knock a bitch out.
I would never. I would use the compost.
That's fair.
So Amaryllis went to school
As she
and
always
went to
did.
the library as she did every day to read.
No shit.
She's
She
on
saw-
library duty at this point.
But this time she saw an unfamiliar face. A new student, a halfling boy that came from a nearby village to go to school after being homeschooled for a time. He was reading Hero's Quest,
Heroes Quest.
Amaryllis' favorite book. She felt drawn to talk to him with new inspiration.
Oh.
This is how you can tell this is not a true introvert interaction.
She
You just see it
started-
from across the corner and you're like,
She started talking
don't wanna
about the
be weird.
book.
Yeah.
The
I talk to them about the book,
Just
but
think
I don't
about
want
the
to be
tism.
weird.
Hyper focus on.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Oh,
tism
Hero's
makes you
Quest!
ask about the book, yes.
The tism makes you
Tism makes you talk about the book.
Yeah, no.
Bro, so
I
many
get
times-
it. No, yeah.
There's been so many times I'll see someone reading a book I've read, and I'm
It's
just like,
kind of like you just blurted out.
I want to talk to them. I don't want to be weird though.
Morty, do
Fuck.
autistic people like this game? I'm starting to like it.
Is
So
this
she
how social
starts-
interactions work?
So she starts
This how to
talking about
social.
the book, and he
The
looks up
book.
at her with wide eyes. You like books too? I think his voice is supposed to be higher. You like books too?
You like books too?
That's fine. I've been pitching my voice deeper than it probably should be. It's fine.
Don't worry. Doing the higher pitch for Ren sucked. I was glad when he hit 14 because my voice was going out, so that crack was natural. Oh man.
I've read this book at least twice. It's one of my favorites.
Or
He's
quietly,
like, I read it 10 times.
How to social?
I read it like 10 times.
Yeah, well, I read it 10 times.
My name's Milo. What's yours?
I knew it.
There is. Is that the boy that she's like?
That's the boy that her parents are like, you should be with
He's a
him.
good
And I'm just
boy.
like, no.
He's a very good boy.
No, we're friends.
No, he was nice a total of like 5 times to me.
Well, he's your best friend now.
For now, yeah.
You say 4 now, but I just say now.
So he asked what your name was.
Amaryllis.
Oh, that's a unique name. Want to hang out after school? Like,
Yo.
you know, read a book or something? I don't know anybody here because I just moved here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go.
How to social.
I'll meet you after school and I'll go to your house, I guess. I'll bring a gift for your parents.
Okay.
Which is something a normal halfling household would do.
Would do, yeah.
How to social.
She's never had a friend
Her
before.
brain is processing a little too hard.
Didn't she read a book about how to social?
Probably not that point.
So
How to
after
social for
school-
She
dummies.
didn't move to nonfiction until she got a little.
She read How to Social and read How to Basic.
So
Oh.
after school, they start walking to her house, and her parents are
God
home
damn
when
it.
Milo comes
Oh,
in.
Ren
the
was,
house.
Ren was the man behind How to Basic.
He wrote this. He ghost wrote this.
Coach recorded How to Basic.
He meets your mom and dad,
The only
and
book.
he stutters in their meeting. Hi, my name is Milo. Aww,
Oh,
ain't he cute?
Huh?
What? Oh.
You best be treating my little girl, okay?
Oh no. Angry dad.
Just reading books.
You
Door's-
better.
Door's been open the whole time.
Well, he looks trustworthy, but you also keep your eye on him, Sunflower.
She has not had a friend before.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
understand.
Shauna goes, "Oh hush, I think he's cute. Leave him alone." Now go on, go do whatever you're
Go
gonna
read your
do.
books.
Oh, I have a gift for you, and he hands her like a little small wheel of brie cheese.
Oh.
Oh wow, this ain't something you get from this town.
I didn't know
It's
maybe.
from my house.
It's from my house, which is not in this town.
Well, thank you. You
You
have
are
a
awesome.
pleasant time. So, you guys go back into your room.
Like, why did they call him cute? I don't understand. We're just reading.
Just
Just
friends.
She's like, what does he have to do with reading?
Yeah, I don't understand. It's fine, I guess. Here we go.
So Milo goes into your room and he sees all of the books that you have. You have so many, and he goes, "Wow!
Does
How
Amaryllis
do
have
you
that?
have so many?"
Does Amaryllis have that wheel of books that so somebody could read like 10 books at once?
That is stress-inducing.
He pulls.
I'm just waiting for books to fall
She
out
has
of
a-
them, and
she
I'm
has
like,
a- Her No, desk- they're strapped. They're strapped.
He pulls a specific book out, and it is book.
no.
Book.
No. We don't need to read that one.
Why not?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Just
kinda
hastily just
looks-
shoves it in the drawer.
He kind of looks a little scared, but he nods.
The other ones are okay. Not that one.
So he grabs a different book and he starts reading it. He's like, "What is your dream job?"
Own a bookstore.
I want to work in a library. Maybe I could be your employee.
I don't know. I don't want to pay anybody.
I don't.
She ain't evil. She probably
I
pays her
want to work in
employees
a library
double
so I
just to
could
work.
read all of the books there. I would never have to go really far for a book.
You're just describing Mira.
Currently.
Yeah, current Mira. That's what you're describing.
Surprisingly, we don't get chances to read books at the library.
There.
It's very upsetting.
But you come home with like 10 books. You're just like, I'm not saying it is a bad thing. I'm just saying you come home and you checked out your books.
I
you're
just
like,
feel the secondhand judgment every time I get in the
There's-
car.
No, there's no judgment. I'm just making sure that like I
The
help.
tote is heavy.
I help
Don't
you.
look
keep,
at me too
I help you
closely.
keep track of if you've got any books that need to be dropped off. I help you drop off books if you need it. And
I
then,
have a
like,
Kindle now, though, so I can
Yeah.
do digital books.
Ebook.
Yeah.
You could also check out a.
You're an e-girl now.
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh no. No. On second thought, maybe we
Don't
shouldn't.
make me
Kindle.
regret the Kindle.
You're gonna Kindle something.
Nope.
All right.
Kindle my return
Nope. Nope.
of the Kindle.
Return of what?
I hate this.
Of the Kindle.
Of Kindle the wood that you put into the Kindle. He's just gonna keep drinking. So your mom and your dad
I hope
call
not.
you
You're
guys
driving
out
back
for
home.
dinner after hours of you two reading in silence, but happily. You're both.
Comfortable silence.
God,
Just
what a mood.
vibes.
So he comes and he eats with your family
Oh.
and you, and you have the normal halfling spread. You have
What
a lot of meat.
are you laughing about now?
Jesus.
She said the normal halfling spread, and that just got me for some reason.
And why, pray tell?
Halfling spread.
You have your breads and your butters, and you even have cinnamon butter for dessert.
You are
Oh.
not there to have it.
Oh, hold on, Sam.
You're going
And
through your emo
this
stage
time-
in another town.
Your mom put some cheese in a pot to melt it, so it's like a
Whoa.
fondue. You can dip your bread in there and eat it because there's
Whoa.
a special guest there.
Wow.
And all the while, they're just gushing at how adorable you two look.
Oh no. They're already plotting the wed.
Uh-huh.
That night, Amaryllis goes to bed content. She doesn't feel so lonely, and it's all thanks to her dad's words.
Ooh,
She
fondue.
rests well. She is full of fondue.
That's a good hearty sleep, I'll tell you that.
From then on, school was more bearable. And when...
You got bears at your school?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh.
Ow.
Hell yeah.
And where she had dipped in her studies before, she started to improve. Even with Andre tripping her and making her life terrible, she could endure it because someone understood her, and it was a big positive for her. They hung out almost every day. When Andre would mess with her books, Milo would fix it, and Andre started to mess with him instead.
This is the exact opposite of what I wanted.
The plan has backfired! What?
Do you stand up for Milo when he gets picked on?
You're like, nah, get
Yeah.
wrecked.
Yeah.
Learn from my
Eric
mistakes.
tells Andre to just let's go. It's not fun anymore. And then she would push him and tell him he's not the boss of me. But she would leave all the same.
Life is
Unfair.
unfair.
A small victory
I love
for
Breaking Bad.
Amaryllis says Andrew rarely tortured her after that. Milo came over for dinner and shared how brave Amaryllis was, and her parents only cooed more about how their little girl was growing up.
no.
Oh, you're such a grown-up now, standing up for your little friend. Y'all are so cute. Ah, leave her alone, Sean.
Heckin'
You're embarrassing her, man. It's not that out of the ordinary.
At this point,
Slurp.
it really is. This seems very special. I'll say that. Who
Well,
are
we have-
you? Like some stranger.
Just pop up in her house.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm just a guest. Don't mind me.
I'm rich.
Oh, I'm rich. Can you get out?
Can you get out of her house?
Oh yeah.
Well, you have grown up from hiding in the bunny burrows to read when you were
The bunny
slacking off
burrows.
from your farm work.
You don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, I knew all her best spots.
Just drinks more milk.
Milo kind of just looks at you, bunny burrow.
You don't have to talk about it.
He just goes, okay, and then he just eats.
Okay.
So, we
And to this day, a book is still in her drawer,
Book.
never to see the light of day.
So
With
we
the crudely
uh,
drawn- crude
now
drawing.
come to the age of 13. Again, as every year, and as all birthdays go, it was a big bash.
Oh look, we went to school again.
Her and Milo grabbed snacks and hid under the table to read and talk about their books.
Oh.
So you guys are just under the tablecloth. You're reading your books and you're eating your snackies.
Making sure the snack doesn't get on the page,
Yeah.
as you do.
Careful with the books.
Mhm.
And you
In
read,
comes Steve with his Cheeto hands.
No!
What's that you're reading?
and as you're reading, you have successfully ducked almost the entire party
That sounds like an
until your
Amaryllis
mom
thing.
finds you.
Sounds
Oh,
like me in real
no.
life.
It's time to cut the cake, Amaryllis. What you doing under here?
That's a really good part.
No, the cake. Everybody came out to see you, girly.
You don't have to.
She grabs you. If you don't want that book to hit the ground, you better come peacefully.
Nah.
The sacred text.
So you come out.
sacred
Your mom
text.
drags you out, and Milo follows behind. And he grabs
Whole
your
book
book so
club.
he grabs your book so that way it
Ugh.
doesn't fall because he
Yeah.
saw your mom holding your other hand.
He just heard the torture.
Yeah. So he grabs the book
Oh, that's
like
funny.
slow-mo.
and so she makes you thank all the guests and socialize for coming and helping with the party. And soon after this day, you ended up going on a trip with your mom into the Shadow Dales.
Whoa.
Can I read on the way?
The shadow world.
Shadow Realm.
Shadow Man here.
This is actually your first time going out of the Dales. So you are excited at the possibility to go out of the village and perhaps procure a book.
It's me in real life.
What did we do when we were in St. Louis?
Shut
Ben?
up.
We went to 3 bookstores.
There
So-
were 2 in St. Louis.
There's
Shut
2 in
up.
St. Louis and
So
one.
you
in
begged your
Washington.
mom to go on this trip. This
We're
was it.
independent bookstores. I'm justified.
Oh yeah.
This was it. An adventure of your own. What new things would you learn? When you arrived at the market, straight away you went to find a bookshop. Don't get lost.
Gets lost.
Oops. Lost in
We
the bookstore, or
We meet back here in the square. When we're done, don't stray too far. It's dangerous in the city. I'm trusting you. So you end up in this bookstore.
instructions on the finger. Lost in bookstore.
I'm lost
Help.
in the sauce.
So
the exit is
roll-
clearly marked.
Roll on investigation.
Oh no.
Investigate.
Can we use our stat? No.
No.
Use the
Not
book-
yet. You're still too
Not
young.
yet.
She got lost.
In the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
So you're kind of lost in this bookstore. Do one perception.
Oh man, it's like real life.
What'd you get? Oh no.
I am still lost.
How many dices are in the dice
Shut
shed?
up!
So you see a
Don't
result,
judge me.
and you
I
go.
will.
You said you wouldn't judge me.
You ask one of the shopkeepers. What do you ask them?
Huh?
You get the attention of one of the shopkeepers reluctantly because you're lost. What kind of books are you looking for?
Just ask what they recommend.
Well, we do have, if you're interested in learning any languages, we do have a beginner's book on Dwarven and Elvish. Would you like me to put you in that direction? So she kind of walks you to where the language books are, and she pulls out this book that's for beginners.
Dwarvish for dummies.
It's just the basics, but within the
DFD.
book, it has stories and poems that you decipher within the languages, and it was very affordable. You buy it?
Dwarvish for dummies and Elven for commoners.
Elven for
Which is the
commoner.
Elven equivalent
So
of
you
a
use
dummy.
your hard-earned allowance to obtain it.
Oh, all 3 copper.
All 3 copper.
On your way back to meet your mother,
That's
Roll.
how.
a dice for me, please.
Just a dice.
Yes, roll a dice.
Like a D8?
D6?
D4.
I don't have a D100, so I can't roll that. 16. God, what would happen if I rolled that?
16. Okay, so on your way back to meet your mother, you get distracted by a somewhat big structure. You hear soft, jovial, and very peaceful singing coming from it. And as a lover of calming and jovial music, it draws you in. It sounds so peaceful and so welcoming, so different from what you're used to.
What was that?
And you find yourself at the door of this structure. A woman dressed in a long dress and hair covering asked in a peaceful tone if you needed help or if you were lost.
I just heard the music.
This is a temple of Rao. All are welcome in the arms of our Lord Rao, the god of peace and reason.
Bro.
Come, child, you shall see what I mean. She smiles warmly at you and beckons.
Is that a priestess beckoning?
Wow.
You know what happens when a priestess beckons.
I heard what you said. Row.
Wow. He knows how to read.
Does. He said Row. Row.
He's very smart.
I love him.
There's no brain.
Don't know this cat, but I love him.
So do you follow the nun? The cleric?
The nun.
The nun.
No,
The nun
no,
cleric?
I
no,
don't
no,
follow the nun. I do follow
no,
the cleric.
No, I said follow the nunlick, and I'm like,
Nope.
no, that's
So
not.
you go in the temple,
That ain't it.
and your mother from a distance sees you going to this temple
Oh.
because she's waiting while she's shopping.
I told her not to get lost.
She sees you go into
She's
the
lost.
temple,
She's
so she
lost.
decides to finish
Lost.
some more of her shopping, so she knows where you are. And in this temple, Amaryllis sits in this beautiful open-air temple with incense burning and quiet peace. A priest starts reading from a book, and from this book comes a vast amount of knowledge. So many questions, yet with those questions come answers. Stories of what the followers were capable of, and their quest to help others find peace. This does inspire you. So, the cleric asks what you think of the sermon.
It was nice.
Alright. Alright. Fine.
Put her on the spot.
The cleric answers,
It was good.
Were you to become a cleric like me, you could help others find the same peace.
What level are you?
The cleric beckons and leads Amaryllis around and shows her the great amount of books, 90 feet high,
Whoa.
There it is.
than Amaryllis could even look, nearly.
That's what sells her.
She's sipping that book
Amaryllis
right
is
now.
in awe. The cleric leads
No,
her
she's
back.
with Raw.
Row.
Raw.
Raw is a different pantheon.
The cleric leads her back from the tower
Uja,
of
too.
books to the sermon. After the sermon, your mom comes in looking for you. My little sunflower, we're all done here. It's time to go home, she says with a smile. You get up and follow your mom's lead.
Yeah.
On the way home, your mom asks you about what you were listening to.
Just kind of explain it to her.
What exactly do you explain to her?
That it was like just kind of summarize what I was hearing during the
Basically a Cliff Notes version of the
sermon.
sermon.
Yes.
You're like, sir.
So you're
man."
telling me you want to be one of those? I don't much like the idea of you being far away, though.
But it would help people.
I'll talk to your father about it.
She's got to talk to Suya's paw.
When you get
They
home,
don't know it yet.
your
but-
dad asks about what the book
Future
you're
paw.
holding. What book you
Future
got?
paw.
Shut it.
I got a book.
Can
Nice.
you read all that? It looks like gibberish to me.
I'll figure it out.
You're smart, I'm sure you will. And he pats your head. Go read a bit before dinner.
Don't have to tell her.
She's trying to sound out the no, she's not draconic.
She's
trying to
the
sound
hooked on phonics girl that's trying to say island, but like is land.
So, well, you go and get ready and read. You know, wash up and read. Your parents are speaking about this.
Oh, yeah.
Shauna tells your dad that you want to be a cleric, and they talk about the pros and cons. Well, they call you out when dinner's ready, and
Called out.
they tell you when you reach a proper age, we'll let you become a cleric. We'll see how that works out, but no, if you run into any trouble, you call us, and we'll come get you. I don't care where in the world you are.
She literally has
Uh-oh.
had the Amaryllis will pick you up lifeline the entire campaign.
Yeah.
You
Only
fucking
for her
crazy.
though.
Only
I
for-
know.
They
But
don't
I'm
know
saying,
you.
but I'm saying she's had that lifeline the entire fucking time.
They're both very heavy-hearted on this decision, but they're very proud that their daughter was growing up to be such a wonderful girl. They counted the days, or Amaryllis counted the days, but she did her best at home to spend all the time she could preparing and helping them around the farm. She was sure this would be hard work. In between her studies, she continued to learn both her Elvish and Dwarvish. She read the books to the point where she knew how to read every single poem and story flawlessly.
Aha.
Milo did his best to help her, but he was so lost on what she was speaking.
I'm
would just-
assuming you said
he
that
would-
correctly, but
He would just give a thumbs up, and Amaryllis
You're
would
doing
Sounds
great,
good.
Milo eventually went off to college at the age of 17, so Amaryllis decided to put all her worth into preparing for the cleric trials and reading up on the history of Faerun. Well, in the small pieces of the book the towns had. So there wasn't too much on it.
Probably whatever medical books she could get her hand on in the meantime.
Halfling villages didn't much care for the affairs of the outside world, but even then still had small updates from news, since news always travels.
half anatomy.
At the age of
Instead of Grey's
19,
Anatomy, it's half anatomy.
at the age of 19, she took the cleric trial. The trial for Rao was rigorous. Many
Cue
things
the
were
hymn of the faith.
many things were shown to Amaryllis as she meditated, and many ongoing of the world whispered around her.
You okay?
Just ginger ale trying to kill me.
Well, don't let it.
Gingerly.
Gingerly.
In
rigorous,
this,
yeah.
she needed to remain calm. Under her breath, she starts to recite trivia to block it out to keep calm. She then gives reasonable solutions to meditate or to answer the problems that she's been presented, both small and big alike. This lasts for hours.
Reasonable solutions for unreasonable questions.
Roll to see how well you do.
No, no.
Yeah, great.
Alright, we're gonna dip into this section. A pike. No!
Yeah. Oh, halfling.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Halfling look.
There
Okay,
you
a lot
go.
better.
Yeah.
18.
Okay.
18, it's infinitely better than the natural one you rolled.
So with 18, the head priest
Thank you,
approaches
Pike.
you and congratulates you on passing your trial.
Congratulations, you won.
It's like the scene of Yuna coming out of the chamber after
Stay
she's
away
all
from
done,
the
like
summoner!
all haggard and shit.
She is given
You're a
scriptures.
bad man.
Goddamn.
She is
You don't remember that part
Oh no, I do. I'm just saying goddamn.
when Edith meets Yuna?
No,
and
I
Yuna
know.
says-
I'm just saying goddamn. That's all I was saying.
She is given scriptures and time to prepare for her to go to the monastery. It is a long trip into the mountains, and she'll be there with her fellow clerics. She reads every word of the scriptures over time and prepares to put them into practice. And at 20, she's finally prepared She is set to go with her other initiates to the monastery of Rao. This was her first time going so far from home. Her parents wept, but with joy on their faces. They so loved their little sunflower.
Me when I moved.
Yeah.
Mom and Grandma were crying. I was crying. Barack Obama was
I was
there.
gonna say Obama was there.
They wished you well, handing a pack of just about everything you could need. It was overstuffed, most definitely.
Oh, good.
Do you say anything to your parents before you go?
Just hug them real tight.
The village says their goodbyes, all waving. And one asks her about the book that she has currently in her hand. She recommends it to him. Andrew Tallgrass then thanks her and says he might just do that.
The name of that book was Book.
No!
She, with tears in her eyes, sets out to join the clerics in Shadowdale. No, it's called, it actually comes, this is something that actually came into the halfling episode when we went for her birthday,
really?
and she recommended a book to Andrew Tallgrass, and it's Chicken Stew for the Halfling Soul.
God
Chicken stew for
damn
the
it.
halfling soul, that's right.
Nah.
So that's the book she recommends to Andrew Tallgrass.
Oh, good.
What have I done?
Milo left to college, you said? Or
Milo went to
Milo
another
went-
college.
He went to
yeah.
college.
As soon as Amaryllis arrives, she sees the head priest and the initiates and the cleric to whom she had originally spoke to. Leanna was her name.
Whoa.
The way there felt so fresh and new. She saw as they left in her care. She saw as they
Set it
left.
up.
Listen, man, it's past 12. Eyes are tired.
Oh,
Past
she
12.
saw as she left in the carriage, her home got smaller and smaller. Now
doing a
just
lot
a
of reading.
dot in a big open world. The initiates were all nervous and excited and talked among each other. Amaryllis pulls out a book and reads.
Of course, yeah.
What book are you reading?
Probably like a
two.
medical textbook.
Like, keep
Oh
it
no,
started
actually,
up.
this is also I wrote one.
Oh, never mind. We are reading that one, I guess.
Amaryllis pulls out the book and reads, and some girls start to ask her about it, and she explains, "It's about food and how it can soothe the soul." One asks if it's like herbs for healing, and yes, it is, but for the soul. Amaryllis replies,
It's the dwarven version.
For
Use
your
stock the
memories.
dwarven soul.
comfort, and sanity. It's more to do with your brain associating it to good things, something more tangible than a memory alone. To re-experience the good in a moment of weakness. They are in awe of how knowledgeable and philosophical she sounds.
Uh-oh, she's already singled out.
Oh no.
She hadn't
Fucking
realized
nerd.
this before, but many of the initiates look like they come from nobilities or perhaps merchant families.
Oh.
Within Rao followers, it is uncommon for common folk to join, as the practices rarely align with how common folk think. Much
That's
knowledge
fair.
and a philosophical mind and appreciation for reason is needed to become such a follower of this god. The night that they arrive in the monastery was a special celebration day for the followers of Rao. On the night of the lunar eclipse, it's called the Night of Hopeful Judgment. Called Dark Night by most, it is a particularly holy night for followers of Rao. The Book of Inkarim states that Rao will cleanse the world of evil on a night where the moon does not shine. During this night, Rao leads souls of the righteous to salvation, or souls of the unrighteous to their eternal punishment. When Amaryllis arrives, they all cleanse themselves and change for the celebration. Amaryllis starts to pray as the eclipse takes place. A holy light shines for just a moment across the sky, and then peaceful silence. Leanna explains the significance of it all and why it's so important. She explains that they should all go to their quarters and that dinner will be ready for them soon. In the rooms, it is simple. Bedrolls and a squishy pillow with a warm blanket. Line the walls, 4 to a room.
Roommates.
Yes, they were
Oh my
roommates.
god, they were
Uh-oh.
roommates.
So,
That
what do you
peaceful
do?
silence is gone.
So what do? You place their stuff down?
Yeah.
So all the girls place their stuff down and organize their little corners.
Like a bottom bar.
There's no bunks, it's just bedrolls. So you get called to
I claimed
dinner
the
after
corner.
organizing your stuff and eat quietly while listening to scriptures about the Dark Knight. Batman. No, the Dark Knight.
Oh,
Um,
Rising.
The food
Beyond.
is pretty bland, but
Rises.
it's satisfying enough to Amaryllis. Since it tastes of milk, it's a milk-based soup with potatoes and herbs.
Oh.
After dinner, they get ready for bed, and the initiates excitedly talk. At first, Amaryllis feels homesick, but they start asking her question and extend their hand so she can join their conversation in between reading her book. Where are you from?
The Dales.
How far is that?
Insert distance here. How far is that?
It's
Far
like
away.
maybe like an hour or so from Shadowdale.
Oh, like an hour. I don't know.
Oh wow, so that's pretty close. Was the test really hard for you too?
It was a lot.
A lot of numbers.
So they kind of kind of all calm down, and then they get ready for bed, go to sleep. And the next day you awake, your training begins. Little did any of them expect it to be so rigorous. So you're told to read large tomes full of the horrors in the world,
Oh.
filled with knowledge of the damned and the undead,
Oh.
things that you may one day need to face. It all goes over the political state of the world and over the different gods and holidays, the importance of keeping a level head at all times. Emotion has little place in reason. Feelings must be put aside to choose the right course of action. This went against many of the things Amaryllis had ever known.
That should have probably been the first.
But it was not, apparently.
With that lingering doubt.
It was an extremely competitive environment. Only those truly ready would become full-fledged clerics. Yet even through this, Amaryllis would still enjoy the company of the others. In secret, they would have these small parties to celebrate the hard work that they were putting in, sharing bits of her home-dried foods, the ones that your parents stuck in your bag. What kind of foods were in there?
Raisins.
What was it? Fried foods.
Raisins.
Not raisins. Craisins.
Raisins.
There's like jerky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Smoked-
I'm blanking on what dried food would be in
smoked
there.
jerky, dried fruits.
Vanilla.
There it is.
And then they would
Vanilla.
sneak out
Vanilla.
to get cold, fresh milk. They would go out and milk, and then they would place it in a jar in the river. And when they had their milk parties, they would take it out of the river and have cold milk.
Wow.
Wow. Whoa.
It sounds more ominous than anything, calling it a milk party, but you know.
This is the innocent one of this party.
I was
We
gonna say,
cannot
none
call
of that
this a
here.
milk party.
Amaryllis shared how she mistakenly made chocolate milk, and she added some for everyone, and they loved it.
You
For the
invented chocolate milk.
For the first time, she felt
Introduced.
among others like herself.
Introduce chocolate milk to the region.
She still somewhat kept a
Amaryllis
distance from others, but
is a
still
mother.
considered them friends. In your practice, you would practice cantrips and spells every day, giving it all you had.
I can finally fix books.
Because of her drive to fix books, she would keep going until she couldn't anymore. Amaryllis wanted to be the best. She wanted to show what she knew and what she was doing, and that she could go out and help others now. She told herself, the better I learn this, the more quickly I can help others. It was exhausting, but she kept her inspiration. Little by little, the group got smaller. And at 21, she passed into clerichood.
I thought you were going to say she passed
Passed
away.
away.
This whole time it was just an apparition.
In fact, I was haunting you all the whole time.
After
Everyone else could see me too.
She would never actually be with these chuckle fucks.
Amaryllis was
purgatory did I get
awarded
stick into?
clerichood, with a few others of her class, she was sent to towns in a group to help people of those places. On holidays like Breadsgiving Day, that's an actual holiday that they have.
That sounds amazing!
She would feed the poor and hand out woven blankets for them.
You sound so interested.
Villages that have been pillaged and needed clerics to help mend or cure the injured. She never imagined such sadness and destruction in the world. She was happy to help, but though she understood why dislike, that their help came with a price tag. How would that make you feel?
Seti spaghetti.
Price gouging me angry.
Amaryllis thought, shouldn't they help regardless? The more she saw, the more she had questions that were never answered well enough to satisfy her. Is
This
this
dear viewer should have been the other side.
She thought, is this how heroes really work?
Doesn't match what I read.
This doesn't match my imaginary book.
No.
When these thoughts went through her mind,
Where are
she
the
often thought of
subtitles?
home.
Where are the subtitles?
She often thought of home and how everyone helped out and did their part. They traded, but was that the same? She shook her head. No, if anyone's in danger, they would never ask for anything in return. Isn't that wrong to expect something in order to help? She felt frustrated, so she meditated asking Rao for guidance, but no answer would come.
Pay up.
Look, it's flat.
Again, to keep her calm and composure and her peace, she started reciting trivia again. How do you feel about not getting any answers?
Fresh. I feel like I'm in therapy right now. How does this make you feel? And what do we do when we feel that way? Like add to cart.
Oh.
After your meditation with no satisfying answers, you then went to sleep in the camp that you'd set up along the way next to the village. Many clerics had a somber but cold and calm tone at this point. Being calm and reasonable, even in battle, would be important. One night on the road, such an occupancy happened.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Can you roll initiative?
I'm sorry.
You get initiative? Oh my
I
God.
get initiative?
You still have a
shit.
whole ass Suya to go through.
I know, I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, not tonight.
It
At this
could-
point, at this point, yeah.
Well,
Suya better get 2 episodes
Well-
before we go back to Ren.
bro.
What is?
I was trying to speedrun, man.
Hey, I'm going through your stuff.
I
very
tried
fast.
so hard.
She's gonna have nothing by the time we get to like the start of the Crimsons for Ren.
That's fine. I can just observe.
Oh, she will. She still has plenty to go.
She has plenty.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Oh no.
Oh heck.
Oh heck.
Oh shit. We just went into hyperdrive.
So we're gonna do this.
Hey, hey
What
Ren,
did you
we're
get in
using your
initiative?
mini.
What did you get in initiative?
10.
Okay. So
Was not good.
she's gonna attack with her mace.
Oh boy. Oh, we're already okay. All right.
What?
We're already going.
Is she level
Oh,
3
God.
already?
Mm-hmm. She's been practicing for 2 years.
Oh, there's a time skip.
Yeah.
For her.
Swim attacks too. And that one gets a nat 20, so she critted on this one. So you're
Okay,
facing now.
who's who right now?
These three just ganged up on this dude and took him out, but you're
Enemy,
facing him.
friend?
Enemy. But this one's down now. He's dead.
Okay, so
They
this is
critted
the
on him.
other enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All three rolled higher than you in initiative, so they all win already.
Why did I write these spells down as something I would use? Are we still doing it the way we usually do with Homebrewers? It's just as long as we're keeping track of our
Yep.
spell slots. Alright, cool. So I wrote down these kind of defense spells. This is great. It's been too long since I played this room. Better
Why are you
remember
so
how to do
sleepy
spells
now?
now.
You're not sleeping. You play Infinity.
Because this game.
It's really
What? Oh my god. It's been a while since I've just like only been at second level spells. Oh, geez.
And they finished mine too.
Um,
You know what? You don't need it? No, you
I'm fine. I guess I will do a guiding bolt.
Unreliable.
For how much?
I
Roll 10.
was gonna say it's just the first level. Make a ranged spell attack. Okay.
Well, these people are also low level, so it's and they're bandits, so make
I mean, it's
make a
just
ranged
level
spell
1.
attack.
It's just level 1. Plus 5. Dirty 20.
Roll for damage.
That is.
4d6.
I was looking at guidance. Oh god. Yeah, 46.
So he remembers.
You don't even have guiding bolt. How the hell?
He's had to look at it for you,
Because of the
probably.
old episodes.
Oh,
I'm about to say, yeah, if you're re-listening to old episodes, Guiding Bolt, I mean,
14.
Guiding Bolt still is, but especially back in the old episodes, Guiding Bolt was
killed
all reliable.
Hey!
that was a quick battle.
I killed him. Because he's like, really? You could have just made this drawn out a little more.
Guiding bolt's OP though.
So clerics are
It was a
bad.
level 1 spell.
Excuse me, it's
I know,
not
but,
OP. It's,
But you rolled a 14 on a really low character.
it's
dude.
not. It's not OP. It's OP.
No, that's
So-
OPE.
Amaryllis.
OP, yes.
So
There
at
it
this
is.
point,
Make it fit it again.
she's okay. She's unfazed by killing somebody at this point. She was like, oh.
We'll get to that.
Okay. So, as these bandits attacked, this is the first time Amaryllis really saw battle. She
Calmly.
she called upon
Not calmly.
the lightning that coalesced in her hand and took out one of the bandits, while the other three took out the other.
See, they killed somebody too.
They pulled their weight.
This is reactionary.
And though it was and though what she did was just, she felt sadness. Why did it come to this?
Oh, it's Aelin all over again.
The other
Feel
clerics had
empty.
no expression though, and this bothered Amaryllis. They dispatched the bandit as if throwing trash away. Again, Amaryllis prays for an answer, but to no avail. No answer is given.
But why though?
That's exactly what she asked.
Roll for initiative.
You're gonna fight God.
Persona style. You're gonna fight God, and then we'll talk.
So we go back to the little Irish music.
Anyway, back to the peaceful.
There's a corpse. Back to the PC.
So
Ah,
we
Listen
skip
here.
to the age of 23
the battle music.
now.
The battle music.
Oh,
is
we
what's-
just skipped to 23.
Battle.
What the heck?
The battle music is what's going through
Wait, how?
Amaryllis' head. The peaceful music is what's been going on in the other one's heads.
How
I'm more focused on
old
like the
is she
duck
when
hunt
she was
music.
with us?
She's 26, 27.
With us?
She's 27 with us.
She's a year younger than Ren.
So she's been with Raul for
You
6
just
years?
turned 28.
Yeah.
She's 27.
Yeah, so she's.
She's been with Raul for 6 years? I thought it was a short thing.
No,
Well,
she
no,
was with
'cause
Ralph for a while.
It was 21 when I got into cleric.
Yeah.
Well, it
And
said
then
19.
when she first
Went to the monastery.
went to the monastery, she was an initiate. She wasn't a cleric yet.
Oh, initiated.
21 was when I became a
A
cleric.
cleric.
Yeah.
Now we're 23.
Mm-hmm. 23.
Still, my genes are gonna copy me and create a clone.
Create a clone.
I'm gonna sell it on
Clone
a
me.
website and make honey coupons out of it.
I don't know where Brad's like sad music.
You had it in the beginning, right?
Give me some while we're waiting,
Okay.
please.
Yeah.
These look like scary ones.
Boo boo bop.
Go on.
I guess we'll try the scary one.
I mean, not knowing where your faith is kind of scary
Kind of terrifying.
for her at least.
Okay, we'll just... Okay. At the age of 23,
She had killed me.
Nobody likes
Age
Oh,
of 23.
thanks.
Age of 23.
I know.
She's a veteran already. She's seen
Veteran.
things.
She's
She
the,
didn't wanna
like,
see.
PTSD.
Yeah, she's the PTSD.
this is the first time.
Everyone else is unfazed. She's like,
Like, what happened? Oh, there it is. I'm blind as
night
shit.
sweats. Do you have glasses you can put on?
My glasses are even worse.
Well, heck.
So,
Well, heck.
at 23, the clerics come across a village that's been blighted. The people were in terrible pain and would surely die, coughing up blood and black veins coursing in their bodies. It was such
Hey,
a
Ren, you want to get over here?
Okay.
It was such a horrid sight, like nothing they had ever seen. The entire village was not spared, not even the children.
No, this isn't the holiday version.
The child.
Amaryllis sees a mother crying, hugging her child, as the child begins to bleed from his mouth. The mother looking as if she could take her last breath at any moment.
No, the scary music
What
might
do
be
you do?
appropriate.
Yeah. What do you do?
Right.
Okay.
Internally. Internally scream. Externally run over to them.
And what do you try and do for them?
Just.
Fucking mercy
Wow!
kill. Mercy kill.
Wow, I would never.
That's all they're
We
trained
give them
in.
every finger.
That's all they're trained.
No,
That's all they're trained to do is use
Yeah.
guiding bolt.
When in doubt, bolt it out.
Bolts it out, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, this is
Shut
Rao.
up.
Rao.
Wow.
I'm just gonna. I mean. You know what? I could.
You
Would it
could.
help though? No.
I mean, Bestoke.
So are they just displaying the same sort of symptoms I've been seeing so far? That the others have?
In this village, yes. This is the first time you have ever seen these symptoms, though.
Can I tell kind of like if they're close to dying or
Many of them look like they're on the verge of death, bleeding from their mouth, coughing up not only blood but black stuff, and looking very weak, having coughing fits.
They're throwing up stuff that looks like that black like ink.
I don't know if
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone has tried it yet, but I'll just do detect poison just to see if it's like a poison.
Oh my god, that's even fucking worse. Dude, that makes his story even worse, naming it black like ink.
Oh yeah, huh? Oops.
Shit, dude.
Because your mom, dude.
It was not
Have you
supposed
seen
to
your
be.
mom?
Now
Your
it's
mom,
even
dude.
fucked up. It's fucked, dude. Okay.
Your mom, dude.
Your mom.
Oh, it's so fucked. dude.
Your
Because
mom-
no
that's why your
since-
mama dead.
Since I have no idea, since I have no idea what the fuck this is, I'm just gonna cast detect poison and see if maybe this is like a poison that they're exposed to.
This does not look like a poison, and it's not anything that any of these clerics have ever heard of or seen before.
It's above our pay grade.
Worse.
They
Chipotle.
look like they are in agonizing pain. You do have herbs on you.
Yeah.
All of the clerics carry it.
All the carrots.
Carrots,
All the
clariot.
clariot. Yeah.
Clerical weed.
I mean, I'll probably. I'm assuming I'm just able to like
Toga.
grind up the herbs and just make like some sort of like, thing, like create
Powder.
water or something, like a tea, something, and maybe like eat. It's something down there in your system.
The coughing does start subsiding a little bit,
It's
but
like drowning.
these people are still looking just terrible. You quickly learn there's not much you can do for them other than try and ease their pain.
Healing word.
So you heal these people and their coughing calms, but their breathing is still so labored.
Oh boy.
There is just too many to cure, and you are spending so much time trying and trying. But no matter what you do, they do not get better. The other clerics get up from their break and tell you it's time to move on, Amaryllis.
We can't leave them like this.
They're gonna die anyways.
They don't need to be alone when they do.
We're just wasting our resources. It's a waste. We could help other people that can actually live. These people are gonna die. There's no point in helping them. Just let them die.
But if they're gonna die, don't we want to be there with them? Would you want to die alone like this?
I don't want to die like this. This is why
Then why are
should
we
leave this
leaving?
video.
Why are we leaving?
I'm gonna leave this video, damn it.
I'm leaving right now.
Why would we want to leave them?
Because there's nothing we can do. There's too many of them.
We can at least stay until they pass.
And how long is that until every single one passes? This village is a lost cause.
I'm not leaving them.
They start walking away.
Just kind of go over to, like, if I see someone still alive, I'll just stay with them until they leave, or until they pass. Find someone else.
Iana comes, the head cleric, and talks to you. Amaryllis, we have to move on. There are other people that need our help.
They deserve comfort before they die.
Our God is one of reason, and this is being unreasonable.
And reason tells me I would not want to be alone to die like this.
That is your
This
emotion.
is pain. We all have pain.
Yes, but
That's logical.
They will find peace in death.
And they can find peace until they reach there. With company.
Bad company.
Would it make it better if we killed them?
No.
Oh, mercy kill.
No.
It would put them out of their pain.
You would want them to die faster to just move to the next place.
Our
They got
God is
money.
merciful.
The other place got money.
This doesn't feel merciful.
It's reasonable. And in reason, they will find their peace.
They're gonna find peace after they're gone anyway. Why not give them comfort where they can?
How comfortable are they spitting up blood, Amaryllis?
True.
You must learn the difference between your emotions. You must learn to calm them, child. Do you see how the other clerics are?
Even if
know
we
you
were
are
just,
young.
even if we're just reduced to being a medic, bedside manner is a long way. We should at least show them that if we can't do anything. It's human decency.
But for clerics like us, we need to go and help people who can be helped. Us staying with these people means other people that can be helped will die.
I'm not leaving them alone.
Then this is where we part.
You're fired.
You are unemployed.
You are unemployed.
Forgive me, child, but
Right.
in Burrow, this is not reason.
Doesn't feel like reason. They're still people at their core. Whether
Yes, they
they're
are.
alive or dead, they're still people. Wouldn't you rather have someone next to you before?
No, I would rather it be reasonable. If I was to be a burden on others, I would rather be left behind.
They're
As I'm
They
sure
don't
they
know
are.
what's going on. We don't know what's going on. It's not right to leave them. If nothing else, I will stay to bury all of them if I have to. I'm not leaving them.
And I'll bury them 6 feet under.
Then you will do it alone. Goodbye, Amaryllis.
Bye, bitch. Bye, meanie head.
So the clerics walk away.
Poopy head.
With
So 3
2
days
years.
pass.
Oh.
2 years.
No, these people were
God damn, they
very-
held on.
This is where the retcon happened. Amaryllis is actually 38 by the time she joins the
Oh,
party.
damn.
Yep.
So these people are
Stayed
actually
there for
very close to
13
death.
This is why the back pain is immense. I'm just carrying this steam on my back.
So 3 days pass, and so do all of the people of the village.
The same time?
No, just
Over
by the
3
end of
days.
3
All
days.
go.
By 3 days, the last person. By 3 days, the last person would pass.
Okay.
Passing
I'm
through.
just gonna start digging graves at this
Digging up them holes.
point. At least give them a burial. If
I mean,
nothing
you're not
else.
wrong.
Describe how the kids died.
We know how they died. We saw it with Ren's mom. We know how they died.
They coughed up like half their lung, and then they're dead.
Their eyes exploded. A bomb all over them.
So
Oh,
after
no.
you spend nearly a week burying people,
Damn.
Very unfortunate.
She's like all of 3 feet. She's
Maybe try it.
the graves are not deep, but they are something.
They're at least covered in.
They're not deep, but they're at least something is a hell of a
She is
descriptor.
3 feet tall. She has to
No,
get
it's
out
just
when
the
she's
way it
done.
was described. It's so
She has to be able to get out of the grave when she's done.
No,
She's only
yeah.
3 feet tall.
During this week, she prays to Ra once more, searching for answers.
wow.
And the only answer she comes to
Why have you forsaken me?
Wow,
is
if
an
you're
echo
there.
of what Leanna tells you, that it is unreasonable. that all has its place, and your duty is to reason. You cannot save everyone, and to try would burn both ends and leave little for those you can yet help.
Bro, if you're there, give me
We
a second.
give, so we also receive. That is the nature of things. Do you accept this?
It's like having all of this knowledge, we can't do anything with it.
Amaryllis, frustrated, and her duty finally over in this town wanders. It's actually pretty close to home at this point. But she passes a place that's close to her home, in a church. She sees the church, and she wanders towards it. A fountain up front, brilliant, and it pops up in the shape of an infinity symbol in the water, and then goes down.
I was not sure.
Smells like dirt.
Drink.
Dang. Oh man, this smells
Dirt
like
and
Tired and full of muck, she walks into the church and sits down on the back pew and listening to the sermon that the head that the head priest is giving.
I was taking a drink.
I'm so glad I wasn't.
Oh man.
The sermon resonates with Amaryllis. Within the sermon is kindness, love, and support, freely given as if it was a mother's love. And feeling so lost and frustrated, it's as if this was a blinding light guiding her. The head priest comes and talks to you once the sermon is done. What has befallen you, my child?
Been struggling. I'm burying the village myself because I didn't want to leave them alone. when they're planted.
Why didn't you call for your fellow clerics?
We were teaching them to stay with me. They were already. It was too late to do anything.
He looks down and he sees your holy symbol. A follower of Ra. I understand. Should you find difficulties in your teachings, you are always welcome as a cleric here. I am the head priest, Pen. I sense a great potential in you. A great love for your fellow people. So should you wish it, there's always a spot in Mishakal's hands for you.
Oh,
Jeez.
cult time.
Organized religion usually does sound like that.
So he hands you a symbol. It's fashioned like a pin, and it's in the shape of an infinity. The symbol almost looks like water, calming, but yet it emits a warm feeling. Do you accept the holy symbol of Mishakal?
Yeah.
And that's where it ends.
That's where everything ended.
Nothing bad happened.
We're fine.
Nothing bad.
Nothing bad happened at all. We're fine.
Nothing bad ever happened.
Nothing bad ever happened. Nothing bad ever happened. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us whenever you're watching this. Thank you for bearing with us as we get used to this new setup and the new microphones and all that fun stuff. We hope you guys enjoyed, and tune in next time. It's gonna be that man's turn. That man exploded.
That man is.
I'm
so
excited.
tired.
I'm the most excited for Suya's because of the fact that I know nothing aside from the small snippets
Yeah.
we've gotten in the game.
You're gonna find out.
I'm very excited.
You're gonna fuck around and find out.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of FAFO with yours, so I'm excited.
So you're
But
gonna find out.
hell yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll see you guys later. You guys take care, and until next time.
Why?
Woo!